Guys, welcome to a long time no see, guys. I already posted a link in our Discord group. Hopefully, I will say in advance, guys. Everyone who will be joining today in a live, appreciate it. All the people who are joining or the lurkers, I just want to say right in advance so I don't forget. Angela, welcome. I already put a link in our Discord group. Let me check to make sure, guys. Yeah, I put the link in the Discord group. No rankings today. That's it, guys. I quit with rankings. No more, guys, because I decided that it's kind of bad to rank people, guys. That's it. We're not gonna do it anymore. No more ranking, guys. Пол Филипп привет, братан. Слава Украине. Героям слава. Guys, Paul went to City Hall to support Ukraine, which is really nice. Props to Paul, actually, to do that. A lot of Ukrainian people here in Cleveland, actually, very patriotic. They do go to churches and show support with flags. I'm not from Ukraine, guys, so I cannot. I know I support Ukraine, but my friends who are from Ukraine, they're saying I'm not really from Ukraine. So unfortunately, I'm kind of an outcast. Angela, welcome. Tommy Bernard podcast. Tommy, welcome, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Long time no see, Tommy. Guys, as you know, me and Tommy are almost in in most lives, joking around. Tommy was already suspended from like 10,000 lives, and it is what it is. The truth sometimes, guys, as you know, it's difficult. It's difficult type of thing to comprehend. A lot of drama going on, guys. Again, in a community of reselling. So we're not gonna rank any people. Ben, welcome, man, welcome. Guys, thanks for stopping by. It's been a while. It's been already 10 years since I went live last time. But today, guys, we're gonna have a surprise. We're gonna have a special guest in my life for the first time. Guys, it's gonna be breaking news, guys. Breaking CNN breaking news. Here you go. Christopher, I see you, man. I will send you the link. Guys, CNN breaking news. We got special guest today from CNN. um, so we're gonna have a special guest today, guys. Let me see here. Um, Let me do that, guys, really quick. Send the link to the special guest because we cannot continue. Ansley, welcome. You check the wannabe ban out on TikTok yet? Wannabe ban, guys. Whoever wannabe ban is, let me know. Paul is saying you're still one of us. I accept you. Yeah, Paul, I know, bratan. Believe me, there is a lot of drama going on within the actual, not reselling community, but Russian speaking community about people opinions about this whole war going on. But I'm not gonna go into it, guys. This is very deep stuff, guys. A lot of it's gonna take me probably 5 days to talk about it. So I don't wanna talk about it, guys, because it's so difficult to do, especially with immigrants who came from different parts of Soviet Union to express opinions about it. Christopher Natter, I sent you the link. So whenever you're ready, man, make sure you come ready, man, because my life it's got a lot of people usually, like over 10,000. Um, yeah, I sent you the link. Check your email. Ansley, welcome. I live rent free always. Tommy, I always live rent free, man. I don't pay anything. No bills. I decided the government still not gonna be able to do anything. So unfortunately, guys, you know how it is. We're not gonna talk about politics. You know what actually is funny is that actually government does care about people paying bills. They don't care about anything else much. And we were talking about CNN breaking news. Amanda, welcome. Guys, check out, let me go to my magical. Guys, I'm sorry in advance for not reading comments. And Christopher is actually going to join us, guys. Let me add Christopher right here. Christopher, welcome, man.
How's it going?
Thanks, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah.
Man, guys, we got breaking news. Christopher Natter is my guest for the first time today, guys. We're gonna ask Christopher about what type of stuff he likes to resell, all the important stuff, guys. But we're gonna get to that later. Christopher, you don't mind, right? Well,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do my 2-hour monologue, man. If you're bored, you can leave. But anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. We got Christopher Natter. Say hello to Christopher, everyone. He is very knowledgeable in terms of a lot of different categories on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Moon, Saturn, other planets. So, Amanda, sorry, I forgot about you guys. Christopher, sorry, man. You can say hello to everyone, Christopher. Sorry, I will not
How's
take
it
your
going?
words out. So Christopher, introduce yourself to the viewers. Tell them who you are, where to find you, which planet you live at.
Well,
While I'm gonna search for Amanda's new video to link it,
yeah.
because I like to support my fellow YouTubers. It's very important, guys, for me. With my personality, I cannot, guys. God will not forgive me if I don't. God told me that I need to support, guys.
You know.
So let's see. Here you go, guys. Yeah, check out Fireball Flippers, Amanda, new video, very good video about clothing and shoes. Tommy Bernard may actually want to watch that because Tommy is not knowledgeable enough with shoes and clothing, so it's gonna be good for him. So Christopher, how was your day, man? Let us know. Let the
Oh,
viewers.
good.
Did
Yeah,
you
I got
find?
my items listed,
That's good,
and
man.
no, and I worked earlier. I work another job. I work at a grocery store. Plus, I do eBay. Pretty, might as well say it full time. But
That's good, man. Let me say hello
yeah,
to the viewers, man. We got Archie Biscuit Butt. Guys, another we're gonna promote everyone again today, guys. With me, with my promotional skills, guys. Biscuit Butt, Archie Biscuit Butt from Las Vegas. Biscuit Butt. Sorry. You know, Archie is very important, guys, in the reselling world. Christopher, sorry, man.
yeah,
You're probably not gonna forgive me, man. You're never gonna join me again if I
yeah.
talk so much. Guys, let me share the Archie Biscuit Butt latest video about nothing. So check it out. Most of Archie Biscuit Butt videos, guys, are about not reselling subjects, about women, like where to find food and so on. So you guys check it out and subscribe. Don't forget. Mike, welcome. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading the comments again. I'm meeting teacher. Oh, that's in Russian, Christopher. See, птичье молоко. See this word right here? It's like condensated milk. Actually, you can make chocolate from it also. It's very delicious. So this is actually that's in Russian, which is basically translated to be bird's milk, which is птица is bird, молоко is milk. So птичье молоко means bird's milk, but it's like different type of taste. So it's not actually bird's milk. That's how Russians decided to call it. But it is what it is. Archie, say hi to Amanda. Amanda, meet Archie. Here's Archie, Amanda. If you're interested, Amanda Fireball Flippers. Archie Biscuit Butt is very important reseller. So please subscribe. I don't know how Archie will react because he is kind of shy, and he usually doesn't want people to promote his channel. So I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. So, Christopher, I will. Sorry, man, we're gonna read some comments. Gino, welcome. Let me say
Yeah.
welcome to everyone first because people gonna get upset and talk bad about me all the time. So, Gino Fines from Florida. Gino, welcome. I know you live next to Paul right now, next house. So I hope alligators don't bite you that much. Mike Fartsek Jack with the best YouTube name in history is here. Very hard worker. I know Mike is very hard worker. Who else I missed? Let's see. Gramson Pops Vintage, Corey and Teresa. Welcome, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. Nicole, I forgot to tell you hello. Actually, I did say hello to you in Discord. So sorry about that. But welcome. And Vintage Vani, welcome. Misha Renee, welcome. Welcome, guys. Everyone, thanks for stopping by. Christopher, you can start talking about anything, man.
All right. Oh, you should drop Amanda's eBay store.
No, man, because I actually have to go open up my eBay. If
Oh,
you have your store open, you can link it. If Amanda
oh, I
doesn't,
don't. Yeah.
yeah, guys, please support each other. Go buy from everyone's stores, and it's gonna be helpful for us. Quarter time, quarter time resellers, because I'm not actually either one. I think I'm like one of those new Matrix characters, which are inside of Matrix. Fireball Flavor sent a fireball on her truck. Yeah, Amanda, Christopher, I actually know that you probably seen it, but
Yeah.
Amanda had a fire happen today, and fortunately, she wasn't inside the car and wasn't driving, so that's good. You know, Amanda, I can tell you that's dangerous, and I mean, I've seen that happen in the past when people were driving actually, and the car got on fire while the people were driving. So that's actually more dangerous than if it just starts a fire on its own. That's kind of, in my opinion, it's fortunate, kind of. You agree with me, Christopher?
Yeah.
My truck caught on fire in my driveway. Yeah, actually, it
Well,
was another Discord. Yeah,
a van I had, well, where we were riding to high school with, and then I think one day it got caught on fire in the driveway. It was like a couple years after I graduated. That van caught on fire, just
yeah,
sitting
man,
there.
it's dangerous, guys.
Yeah.
Make sure to check your cars. But there may be a lot of reasons why. I'm not one of the best mechanics. There are more people with knowledge about cars than me, but there may be a lot of different reasons why it happened. But it is what it is, guys. Sometimes it happens. So
Hmm.
fortunately, Amanda and her family is okay, guys. Thank God, guys. We're gonna talk to God again today, guys. Non-stop. Teresa and Corey, guys, subscribe to their channel, Grams and Puffs Vintage, if you haven't done so. They're very funny. They got very funny content and really nice people. So please subscribe and hit the like button on their videos and share with everyone.
Hmm.
So Christopher, actually today you saw my story from in Discord from the morning when I was trying to go to garage sales and fell asleep again in the car. As usually happens to me most of the time now. When I go to garage sales, I fall asleep while driving, which is not a good thing, guys. Don't fall asleep. So let's see who else we missed. Papa Smurf Run, welcome, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Corey and Teresa were asking what kind of trouble. Probably nothing today because we got Christopher on, and I don't want to shame myself too much. Not today, guys. We're gonna behave. We're not gonna talk about anyone's bad behavior today or bad comments or drama. Hopefully, because me and Christopher don't like it anymore. Biscuit Bread. Guys, Biscuit Bot Archie changed his channel name to Biscuit Bread. So please subscribe to Biscuit Bread if you can to help him out, guys, because he's close to 1,000 subscribers. He's like at 570 something or even 600 something, I think. Sorry, Archie, it's kind of with my math. I cannot count or read, man. So that's normal. So what did you do today, Christopher? What did you find? Let the viewers know.
Oh, I didn't really find much today because I had to work. But I found some stuff yesterday, the other day. I can show, I guess. I listed
Yeah, you
some
can
stuff.
show us, man.
Yeah. So I got
What was an interesting find today? Drive belt. That's nice. That's actually good for someone who needs a belt
yeah.
replaced.
It's for an Ironcat snow machine. It's a drive belt. It's an older one,
How much
genuine.
was it?
I bought it with a bunch of stuff for like $30 with a bunch of other stuff. Let's see here.
Guys, Christopher is gonna show us the whole stuff. He found
We
10,000
got a 5 pound of roofing nails, but these are vintage nails.
Oh
I think
man,
there was a
that's
1 pound
cool.
one listed for like $15, and this is 5 pounds. And I got two of them. I listed for 75. So I just
Yeah,
listed
Mike,
this
that was crazy, man. That was like that happens sometimes, and it's unfortunate when it happens. But Amanda, Roman loves everyone. I think everyone knows the difference between what Roman says and reality. The size of Grant. Tommy, you know
Oh
how it
God.
is, man.
And
Tommy, I don't like everyone actually.
yeah,
Yeah. You know how it is.
this
But
was
I keep it.
on an estate sale, and it was like the last hour of the last day. And I got this avocado dish, and it's uranium glass in there.
That's nice. Did you check it with flashlight? I mean,
Yeah.
the light, flashlight.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And then I got an avocado, a little plate. See, if Nashville Flippers was here, he'd avocado. He loves avocados.
That's nice, man. How much can you sell it for?
Oh, I think I got this one for like 25, 30. And then the other one like $20, I think I got on it. These aren't as valuable as the other one I had.
How much you
Yeah.
paid for them?
Well, I bought those two, the other things I showed, and a cookbook, and a bunch of other stuff for like $30. And then I got something else.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not gonna talk anymore today. That's it. Sorry, guys, because Christopher will show you what he found, and then later on, guys, we're gonna talk about how to be a quarter time reseller, or what is less than a quarter, like 10 cents or 5 cent reseller, 1 cent reseller, guys. That's thumbnail for you. 1 cent reseller. You can create it.
So this is a art glass bowl. It's signed by Chet Cole, who was a famous art blown glass for his apples in Vermont. He mostly did apples, and he did a few bowls.
That's nice,
So I got
man.
this at the thrift store.
You got some interesting glass.
Yeah.
Usually, I actually also got glass today, guys, that I'm gonna show you. But my glass is nothing to compare it with Christopher, guys. Christopher got, I think, better stuff than me. Christopher
Yeah.
took over Roman. Angela, this is, I think, impossible. Even the Tommy Bernard podcast, if Tommy will be on my life someday, when I will become like Tommy, as you guys know, Tommy loves full-time YouTubers. So I cannot invite Tommy on my life until I will become full-time YouTuber. But I told Tommy that most likely it's never gonna happen. So he said that possibly maybe in 10 years he will be on my life as a guest because I have to pay him. Guys, I don't have that much money, so I will have to ask for support from full-time YouTubers to help me out pay Tommy, guys, for his appearance. on my life as a guest.
Then
I will probably unsubscribe.
aluminum double boiler
Yeah, that's
was one
actually
other thing
nice
I
too,
got
man.
at the same place. And then
Sal, welcome, man. Heavy Salvador, heavy. Hello, man. I'll see you soon, man. Salvador,
got
I'll
one of
see you
these.
next month. Mansfield Super 8 report. Wow, that's man. Where'd you get? You got it all at garage sale?
Go at an estate sale for all for $30.
No, that's actually not bad for this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
See, guys, we got some knowledgeable resellers here today as guests. Finally. So you guys gonna get certain education and what stuff to pick up. Usually when you go to my lives, I show you stuff that usually is not gonna sell. But Christopher
Yeah.
at least gonna help me out, and maybe my life eventually will be kind of more what do you call it, Christopher? Knowledgeable, or I will get more audience maybe.
hmm
That's a
And
big
this is
pot,
a
man. That you can cook like entire like cow in that.
waterless. This is a waterless cooker,
Yeah, that's great.
aluminum.
That's old school. I know. I've seen those.
Yeah, this is a smaller one, but there's some bigger. There's some better ones that come that are bigger and it has a different handle. Has a black handle on it. They're selling for more. But
How much? Oh, that's man. That's actually you're gonna probably guys. This stuff that Christopher got, I don't. It's possible that it will sell faster, but it has to be specific buyer. You agree with me, Christopher?
yeah,
Who buys this kind of stuff? It's like similar to something that specific person will need to do something with, like glass or pots or stuff that they need, that they used before. Maybe they liked it and they buy it from you, specifically from certain seller, not specifically Christopher, but from someone else. And as you guys know, that's how it is.
hmm
So you just said Chris could talk. Jesus, Roman.
yeah,
Sorry, guys, I'm way back behind again on my on my comments. But guys, I will share some. Please subscribe to everyone, as I always say in my life. And as Tommy Bernard says, I love everyone. I love people. Actually, I kind of I will say one thing. There is a lot of disagreements in the reselling community with like different things and topics, but it's never gonna change, guys. So it doesn't mean, I mean, it doesn't matter how many discussions, wars, cursing, all types of crap going on in lives, podcasts, and stuff. Nothing will change much. I mean, people will have their own opinions, and people will block each other from lives, and will not talk about stuff behind their backs. So this is like what happens in the usual world, not in as you guys know, not just in the reselling community. It happens in any community. As I told Paul Philip Flipper, sorry, Chris, I will
hmm
say something I wanted to say. As I told Paul Philip Flipper, even with Russian community here, even in my city, even though I don't know about other Russian communities which are much bigger than in Cleveland, there is also always discussion about Ukraine and stuff going on with Russia and Ukraine. And it is a difficult subject, and people, it's similar. A lot of people don't like each other now, even family members, guys, believe it or not. Family members don't like each other because certain family members support one side, other family members support the other side, and that's what happens, guys, unfortunately. And similar to what happens in the community of reselling, um, someone will be on someone's side, someone will be on the other side, and usually it doesn't mean anything, as you know, for certain people at all, because they will still take care of their business and still sell and do what they will have to do to support their family. So it's up to everyone to make their own decisions in terms of how they want to approach those types of things. But you know, it's gonna be always top. It's gonna be always be brought up in a way from different views of lives or like videos. So you're not gonna stop seeing this kind of stuff. That's what makes, those types of videos, guys, even bring a lot of views, as you know, thumbnails about those types of things, because people, viewers, love drama. They don't like if I'm gonna start talking about what I sell every day. Most viewers, I mean, someone will watch, but they will not like it for a long term. They will be kind of, bored and bored and bored. So people love some kind of drama going on, like it will kind of bring their attention in, thumbnails with crazy titles, eyes, people having their eyes wide open like crazy, or mouths open. So that's actually what brings you. Christopher, you agree, man? That's what
Yeah,
brings. That's what brings. I
yeah.
would.
There's a lot. I noticed a lot of thumbnails that are not even real, that don't even make any sense to what they're doing. You say, "Well, I'm quitting my eBay," and then they're still doing eBay or whatever. So
Man, but that's what I mean, already kind of, seeing it for so many, so many times from different content creators, and even part-time content creators, quarter time, dime, whatever you call them. I mean, I can tell already what will bring the views. I'm kind of holding back because, my mentality doesn't let me um, kind of put out certain thumbnail that may bring more views, even though YouTube will not push my channel out that much because I'm all over the place. It's kind of, you have to be kind of, you know what I'm talking about, Christopher, right? You have to be kind of on a straight type of line where you're gonna make certain videos which are similar. But with me, I get too bored from doing similar because I cannot. I don't know why, but I know it's not that difficult, as you guys know,
mhm.
to do. And you agree, Christopher, right? It's not difficult to go to garage sales every week,
Yeah,
record the videos there, put it out, then do it again. And I love certain channels that actually implemented certain like interesting ideas in terms of how they interact with Corey and Teresa, for example. If you watch their channel, Christopher, if you didn't, their videos, subscribe to them. They're a
mhm.
great couple, and they do like interaction during the video. So they talk, and then Corey talks about something, and then Teresa will talk about something. It makes it kind of funny interaction, which is kind of a concept which I haven't seen before with anyone. So they are actually niched down to that content creation where it's kind of different from other things. So it's interesting. So check it out, guys. Grams and Pops Vintage, guys. Don't forget. Let me put their link so you guys just in case. And I'll show you, Christopher, what I got today from garage sales. If you're interested in that,
Okay.
let me find their channel. Christopher, I really appreciate you stopping by and joining me today because, man, I'm always kind of alone in this reselling community world. Nobody wants to
Yeah.
be my guest. Ever. Even because I never asked anyone. Guys, to be truthful, I never asked anyone to be my guest. I think if I did, maybe some people would say yes. Hopefully, like Archie Biscuit Butt told me 7 times already that he's not gonna join me as a co-host because he wants to be a host and then he wants me to be co-host. So, guys, it's a difficult world. But I put the Teresa and Corey channel in, guys. Subscribe, subscribe to them, guys. They got really nice content. Um, let's see the comments, Christopher. Let's read because I'm always behind.
Nicole said she got attacked by a rabid New Yorker at the Benz
Let's see.
over an old Navy, old
Right
Navy shirt
here.
or
Yes, all
something.
the way down to the bottom, man. That's when usually, Christopher, as you know from my life, I get to the bottom after 10 hours.
Yeah,
When everyone already left, like all the people who were in my life left. And I get so sorry, guys, about that. But I'm talking about different subjects, so I don't look at the comments all the time. So it's kind of difficult. Larry, welcome. Yes, Larry Way Out also is a great guy. I'm gonna see him next month. Larry, I'll see you next month, man. We're gonna eat some pizza with you together from same plate. You know, Christopher, next month is a reseller rally, and
Yeah.
I I'm going. I think it's actually. I decided I'm gonna go most likely on Thursday, and I will kind of source along the way. Then I will get there by Friday in the same state, guys. Can you imagine me going in the same state, driving for 24 hours from one exit to the next? So, most likely, guys, if I'm going to start sourcing in Ohio and stop somewhere, most likely I'm not going to make it on time to the boat, right? So, I'll have to swim behind the boat,
Where
guys.
you
So,
we're going all the way down to almost Kentucky from the bottom.
um, it
Kentucky.
is actually Covington, Kentucky, which is across the bridge.
Oh
So yeah,
yeah.
if you ever been in you've been in Ohio, Christopher, right?
Yeah, actually I've been in the airport. They call the airport in Kentucky, but it's actually in Ohio or something like that. You know, the airport, it's they say Kentucky
Yeah,
airport,
I
but you're
know, I know.
really in Ohio.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I've been there.
So it's across the river. So basically,
Yeah.
it's actually a nice area there. The area where this area is located in Cincinnati is not bad because there are other areas in Cincinnati which are not good. I've been at those areas also. So it's like in Cleveland, guys. There are certain areas. It's basically like in every city. So let's say the truth. Biscuit Butt Arch is saying I'm sub to Tommy, but by the time he puts a new video out, eBay will finally have buyers with offers. Pay immediately. Sorry, Archie. Tommy decided that since he is a full-time YouTuber, he cannot make new videos anymore. You know how I give Tommy a hard time constantly. You know, Tommy is like sitting there next to his computer looking for his microphone, which his wife already unplugged 10 years ago and hid it from him. So he cannot do a podcast anymore, guys. We're gonna try to bring Tommy out with anger, guys. So he's gonna go live eventually from his basement with 10 microphones, like you have in like press conference.
Yeah.
And we're gonna ask him
Angela asked
questions.
me if all the items in my background are listed. It's like, yeah, I got 2048 now.
That's man, you got how many items you have listed? You have only one store, right?
One store, 2048.
So you got yeah, I got 3,000 right now, 200 something in one store and 1,400 in another store. But the other store, I specifically sell, even though I started to put some other stuff on it, but mostly I
Yeah.
sell computer parts and hard drives and motherboards sometimes certain like electrical type of fuses. So I kind of originally when I started out, I was planning to always sell computer parts, nothing else, because I'm very knowledgeable in computer motherboards, processors. But after it is a dangerous type of stuff to sell, guys. As you guys know, all the viewers of my life today, if you guys gonna decide to sell motherboards, processors, memory, video cards, which are actually power supplies, which are actually expensive. If you've seen my shorts, and sometimes if you've seen my lives from the Bean store, Amazon Bean, there is a lot of that stuff there. There are a lot of video cards, motherboards. But the problem is a lot of buyers, as you guys know, try to do bait and switch with those because you can do it easily. You can easily buy a motherboard, you can swap it out and send back similar model motherboard, and then you, I mean, you can deduct, as you guys know, with partial refund. But if the buyer opens INET, you cannot do anything. So, but as you agree with me, Christopher?
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically how it is. But the problem is, it's not gonna always happen. But if you, it's similar to selling like high-end electronics. It's like if you're gonna start selling high-end receivers, high-end, amplifiers, anything like that. You're looking at certain buyers probably returning it to you broken, and then say that it arrived like that, and you cannot do nothing about it. So it's basically it's up to you guys. But there is money in that particular type of stuff. It's just not like as clothing where you find it cheap, pay $1 or less at the bins, and sell it for 20 or like 15, and then you can get a return, refund the buyer $15 if it didn't fit, and then you go and relist it with motherboards and memory and all that type of stuff from computers. You got it, you get it back. You better test out all the on the motherboard there are a bunch of slots that you have to test out. Christopher, you probably know that.
Yeah.
You
A
have to
lot of
test
those
out.
older parts for computers work better than the newer ones
Man,
nowadays.
a lot better. But
Yeah.
the thing is, it's they sell, guys. Believe me, people, resellers in my bin store, in my Amazon bin store, right away as they enter the store, if they go on the first line, they just run and see where the computer parts are. Like they will just run and to grab video card, because if you check sold comms, one of the resellers this Friday actually found the motherboard that sells for like $300. But I told him like the problem is he has to make sure it works fully, because they are open box, so definitely someone put the motherboard in and try to do something. So you don't know what they did. So you better test out all connectors. If you don't, you're gonna get a return. So Nicole is trying to go full time. Nicole, go full time and become full time YouTuber, please, like me.
Yeah. She was trying to make a video yesterday.
Timu, yeah, I checked it out. Did you buy anything from Timu, Christopher, in the past?
No,
Me neither.
I get spam mails from Temu, but I don't buy anything from it.
Yeah, I didn't buy anything from Timu at all. I don't
Yeah.
know. People are saying it's good to buy certain things and maybe sell it, resell it, like on
Yeah.
Whatnot. With Whatnot, actually, there are gonna be a lot of haters of Whatnot sometimes. But in terms of Whatnot, it depends. It depends on. You don't sell on Whatnot, Christopher, right?
No, one of my one guy I know in Vermont was on Whatnot yesterday, but he had no followers, so he was like literally either he was selling his stuff for like $2 or it was getting passed. And then you had Harry Tornado on there, but he was dressed as a corn on the cob, and
So
he was selling his stuff like crazy.
man, that's what it is.
Yeah,
You become Christopher. What you need to do is become. If you get, if you're gonna get the audience like Harry Tornado does, of course, man, you're gonna get a lot of sales and even stuff that doesn't sell for that much.
yeah,
People will buy. You've seen it. I've seen it.
oh
I've
yeah,
I've been at Whatnot. I bought at Whatnot, so I've seen
hmm,
what's happening. Like if I'm gonna do Whatnot and I'm gonna say, for example, let's say I'll put this on Whatnot right here and say, guys, this is a vintage, like I don't know, it's like some kind of soldier made from pewter. It's a pewter metal soldier, and I will start my bidding at $5. Can you imagine me getting $5 for this guy with my following on Whatnot? If I'm gonna have like people from our Discord group, guys from our Discord group, please support me. Buy this from me on Whatnot for $10. Please, guys, I need money. That's what you need to do, Christopher. You know what I kind of
yeah,
realized on Whatnot, you can say to people, guys, I need money really bad. Please
yeah,
buy this kind of stuff from me, please. And you're gonna have some kind of rich person, of course, try to help you out, man. Buy something, so you're gonna make some money at least, you know.
yeah. Well, you get those people that when you go out of the grocery store and you people that hold their signs up, say we need anything helps. But I seen them before when they come in the Price Chopper and they open up their jacket or purse and they have like 6 credit cards. It's like it's almost like a disguise. Like they dress
Yeah,
in old
man. But
clothing and hold the
you got
sign up.
man, you gotta be kind of artistic
Yeah.
you have to be artistic in nature to do whatnot in a way. And with my accent, man, if I'm gonna go whatnot, that's gonna be. It is possible, guys. I'm not. Believe me, there is gonna be people coming in. There is gonna be people who don't like people with like accent, guys. Believe me, this country, guys. I'm not gonna go into politics, Christopher, as you know. I don't
Mhm.
like the subject anymore, even though I kind of take it sometimes on my Instagram. But believe me, guys, there are people who hate people with accent, and they hate people who are from another country. They just don't like them. I mean, that's just in their blood. They just don't like to even talk to those people. They don't like watching those people. It's just basically hate type of situation for no reason. Because nobody's done anything to them, but they just don't like people with accent or people from like other countries. But it is what it is. You cannot change it, guys. Unfortunately, it's gonna be the way it is, always in a way. So it's not something to cry about. You can still try. I mean, I can try to go on Whatnot, for example, and do some sales, but I don't have like Christopher. You don't have certain things for Whatnot either.
No, it's like all
I mean,
random.
I see what you're buying and what you're showing in your Instagram posts. So I don't see anything that you can actually put on Whatnot. What I know,
No.
for example, for me, which I've seen on TJ, Love Lady, and Ray, Nashville Flippers channel, I mean, Whatnots, that they do go to similar Amazon Bean store like I have. And they will
Hmm.
go, like, for example, on a $5 day, maybe they go on probably on different days, like me. So they will buy, for example, they will go say for like dollar day or $3 day. So they'll buy something for $3, and then they may sell it for like say 10, right? In a way, like it's just an example. So if
Hmm.
you're gonna buy a lot of $3 items at the bin store, you can try to do Whatnot, and if you're gonna sell each one for 10 or more, even I'm not gonna say five because with the fees and stuff. There is no point, as you guys understand. It has to be more than 10 at least. And then if you're gonna keep doing it for like an hour, if you have enough inventory to do that, then why not? But my inventory right now, guys. Sorry, guys, I don't read your comments. I'll get to them. Sorry about that. I will
Yeah,
say,
Biscuit Bud asked uh drop my link on Instagram.
yeah, drop it, Christopher, if you
Yeah,
can.
I don't have my Instagram
Oh,
on my
actually,
computer, just my phone.
let me do it, man. Archie, just for you, man. Please follow Christopher Nutter, man, because Christopher, actually, Archie is a nice dude. He's in Las Vegas. He's kind of rich, but I don't know. He said that he was only friends with like rich people, and I don't know how he's gonna react to someone who is not rich like him. So let me
Yeah.
drop the link for Christopher right here, guys. If you don't follow, I'll put Christopher's link in the comments. So please subscribe. Please follow Christopher, guys, on Instagram. Let's see who else I miss. Guys, I will get to your comments. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize in advance that I'm so slow, especially when I have a guest. Can you imagine, Christopher, me having a guest and trying to read comments if I had like 100 people?
Yeah. Well, we had 23, now we're down to 18.
With me, yeah, we have 18 people watching, guys. Thanks for everyone who is watching this unusual type of live with me and a guest, Christopher Nutter. Roman will be breastfeeding me. Oh man! Actually, speaking of breastfeeding, Archie, I sold, Christopher, from my post on Discord, that I've
Yeah.
sold two breast pumps, guys, recently. I didn't make a short about. I actually will post a short on my channel about one of them, but both of them sold on Poshmark, and one was used. So on eBay, you cannot list them used. So if you're gonna find, even though, guys, if you go, it's not. I can tell you one thing: breast pumps do sell. They actually sell fast. I listed both of them on Poshmark, and they sold within like a couple days. Both of them. One for $128, and one sold for like $60 because it was used. And Used breast pumps, guys. You have to make sure you put it in a description, because you don't want to, someone to receive breast. I mean, you can wash them, of course. Make sure they're properly washed before you ship them. But it's kind of, it was my fault at the bins. I didn't check one of them to make sure it wasn't used. So I kind of thought it was new open box. And then when I got it home, I took them out, and Christopher, guess what? When I took them
What?
out, there was
Yeah.
milk.
Oh yeah.
Guys, this is disgusting. So we're not gonna talk about that much, but there was milk stains on them. So I had to wash them. It's like Tommy cleaning shoes, washing shoes. I had to wash breast pumps. So sorry to bring that to you guys, unfortunately. Christopher does a great job. Exactly, I know. Yeah, he does show a lot of stuff how to clean. Christopher, you do I mean, great job with a lot of your stuff that you buy. You buy like a lot of pens, pots that you clean. And I
Yeah.
kind of lately, I was kind of staying away from certain brands, unless it's something like one of those high end pots and pans that sell for decent amounts, that I haven't found that much anywhere. But like Revereware, I mean,
Yeah. I found
I
one
find
Revereware egg poacher for like a couple dollars. I sold it for 78.
Yeah, Larry, me too. Looking forward to seeing everyone, guys. Not just Larry, but whoever's gonna be at the rally, guys. Hopefully, I will get there in time.
Then I had a bunch
Hopefully,
of aluminum ware, what some from the 60s, and I all sold all those pretty good.
man, I actually revereware for some reasons. The ones I know you can clean them,
Yeah.
and I know I've seen your videos on Instagram that you can clean them. It's just it depends. If I find ones that sells for around, maybe 50 to 60, maybe 50 or more,
Yeah.
I will spend time on
Yeah.
cleaning it on the bottom and cleaning it inside. But if it's something that you can, I mean, there are a bunch of them listed,
Yeah.
and the sales through rate on some of the models is kind of all over the place. So it's like, I don't know. That's why it kind of depends. It depends on those.
I spent like no more than a couple minutes cleaning them.
I want Tommy to go live at the rally. Archie, Tommy said he will only go live with you at the rally, live from the boat. You can hang out with him. You can do boats, like you can swim together behind the boat and do a live. Let me show you something interesting, guys. Christopher, I actually posted this in Discord today. And to my surprise, guys, it actually came back as a not bait and switch. So I sold, you guys recognize this brand as Beats Studio Buds, guys. Very popular product on everywhere, not just on eBay, on Amazon, on Poshmark, Mercari, Facebook, Marketplace. People actually buy this kind of stuff, guys. But anyway, the buyer bought them. They were brand new, so they were brand new from the Amazon Bean store. I found them at the Bean store, and buyer actually sold them within, probably, I listed them, and next day I think I sold them for $69 plus shipping. So after, like, buyer got them, he opened the return request and said didn't like it. The sound quality is not what I expected. So it was kind
Mhm.
of, I've sold them before, and there was no issues like that whatsoever. But that's what happens with certain buyers. If you expect beats to, I mean, I tried them today. They actually sound really good. But I don't know. Some people just, why would you buy it? If Why would you buy beats, or he never owns the beats? I don't know, but the sound quality was normal. So the problem was when he opened the request, I kind of thought, as you guys, I just told you a couple minutes ago, with high-end electronics, you can expect anything to be returned. So it can be something like a person will just open the box, put their old, used up bits that don't work into the box and return them, you know. But in this case, guys, he actually returned the ones that were there. So I actually pulled them out. Everything is there and works. Actually, I tested them out already, connected them to my phone. If you guys don't know how they look like, here they are. Here's the Beat Studio Buds, guys. Here they are. That's how they look. You guys know most likely a lot of. You can use those in podcasts and also like connect them through your Bluetooth. So they're nice. But anyway, so he returned it, and actually everything was in the box. The cable. See, truthful buyer, guys. Truthful buyer returned all the stuff back. See, we don't get those types of things happen, guys. Even the sticker. So he returned everything, and I gave him partial refund because you can do it, as you guys know, if someone buys it new and they return it to you used, so you can deduct whatever amount you want to deduct, but of course within reasonable amount, but you can deduct, I think, up to 50%. I didn't deduct that much on this particular one. I deducted $10, and I also deducted return shipping.
Yeah.
So basically, I know they're gonna still sell for that price because they're Beats. So I mean, most likely they'll sell. I already released them, so they will probably sell again, maybe soon, tomorrow, maybe again. So it was something that I was thinking about, Christopher, about if the buyer will return the original ones or if he gonna do bait and switch. And
Yeah.
you've seen videos from full-time YouTubers, guys, that have shown how buyers do that, and they will bait and switch certain electronics, return them to you. Then most likely, guys, if the buyer will open, but if he would have opened iNet, for example, that would have been a little bit more of a different situation, because if he would have opened iNet saying they don't work, brand new bits that don't work, it would have been more kind of questionable of what he gonna return compared to where he opened up saying that he didn't like them.
Hmm.
So it's a little bit different situation. So with iNet, most likely he would have done bait and switch, I think, with a new product like this. So Christopher, let us know what else you found recently. Which was how many sales did you have today?
Oh, sales? None yet.
Didn't have any sales today.
No, none yet. One yesterday. That's about it.
I
And
actually,
I had a questionnaire. Oh, maybe I got a sale. No, that was just for you. I had a questionnaire. They asked me if the game was complete. Yeah, even though in the description it says it's complete. Then he asked, "How come the shipping's so high?" I said, "All depends on where you live."
oh, you
So
do calculated.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't do calculated shipping because I already learned that certain. Well, it's hard to explain, guys. I'm not gonna even
yeah.
try. With my thinking of how I do stuff, it's difficult to explain, guys. What did you do or not do? Not to. Oh, sorry, guys. See, Christopher, I always forget. People are. I mean, Archie Biscuit Butt is right. Let me give range to Corey and Teresa right here. Let's see. Sorry, guys, about that. Here you go, guys. You get a very important, guys. You get very important tool. Christopher, are you mod? Let me check.
No,
Because
not on my computer.
let me,
Just on my phone.
yeah, let me check, guys, because I think I'm maybe Christopher is not a mod. No, I think
Not 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 on here.
I type something into the chat so I can
Okay,
give you the important tool. Yeah, let
there.
me let me see. Hold on one second, guys. Let me try it right now. Yeah, sorry, Christopher, you weren't a mod, man. See, guys, how
Yeah,
bad I am.
only on
How
my
now,
phone.
now you're a madman. Now you can post links.
Yeah,
See, guys, how bad I am at this live thing. I didn't even give my guest a range. My first guest ever. So sorry, Christopher. Now you are mad. Now you got very
yeah,
important tool, man. Very important magical tool in this YouTube world, which is called the range with a W. It's like not a
yeah,
range that you eat, but the range that you use as a tool.
yeah.
Romans usually gives you a range if you breathe. See, cannot get any love, Christopher, in this world. It's hard for me to get any love. Everyone is complaining they get a range, then everyone is complaining they didn't get a range. You cannot you cannot please anyone anymore. People like it when they have a range. I mean, people don't like it when they have a range. Then people don't like it when they have a range. No idea, we're just not trustworthy, so nobody give us ranges. Guys, you got a range now. Corey and Teresa, if you're still here, you got very important tools that is very
Yeah, they
expensive.
got a wrench now.
It's very expensive tool, guys. Don't lose it. Because if you lose a range, it's gonna be more expensive to buy a new one from Home Depot. Maybe you will put yourself on a timeout. Exactly. I will. I will. Archie, guys, if you haven't watched Archie's videos, guys, Archie made a video recently about his numbers of how much he makes on YouTube and other platforms and stuff. And then he kind of decided instead of his real name, he used Kevin Commonwealth's Picker Flipper as basically his storyline. So it's just kind of mixed up a little bit. So don't believe actually what Archie put out. It's actually not Kevin's numbers, but actually Archie's numbers. So he tries to use other YouTuber full time, part time as in his videos. In the next video, he'll use me to show that I'm not reseller at all. So that I'm kind of bringing women out from somewhere. So sorry, guys. That's kind of what happens. Sorry to bring that to you guys. The truth hurts, guys. I know that. I know Angela was never said before doing mostly shoes. Yeah, Tommy. See, guys, we eventually, guys, eventually, believe me, we're all gonna be like Tommy, having our own supplier, because Tommy, of course, has advantage, guys. Tommy, you know you have advantage over certain resellers with suppliers that supplies you shoes. So let's be truthful, man. You cannot hide from
Yeah,
the truth, man. You know, we all agree on that, right, Christopher? The
yeah.
Tommy,
Most of the shoes around here are only worth $20 or $30. So
you guys, we
you don't
have
get any good shoes, and none of those high-dollar shoes around.
Tommy promised eventually, guys, that he will kind of share eventually his wealth, but he said it's difficult because profit margins to share his supplier with other full-time resellers is very difficult for him because he's not gonna make any money. So I understand. So he said instead of asking me, go find your own. So, guys, I'm sorry to bring that to you. You're not gonna get information from Tommy Bernard about supplier of his shoes. So forget about that. Don't ask because nobody knows. Even Tommy doesn't know where he gets them. He probably someone brings the bags to his front door in Delaware, to his basement door, and leaves it. And then Tommy jumps out in his pajamas, grabs the bags, and starts running for his life without paying. So he gets it for free, guys. Sorry, Tommy. I know. It's not nice to talk about it. It's kind of difficult in this difficult time for all the full-time resellers and full-time YouTubers. Ray right now is killing it on whatnot. He made 20. Yeah, I mean, if you, Paul, if you gonna, bring that kind of model out with his TJ Lovelady also does not bad in my opinion. Yeah, with Amazon stuff. If you guys have a lot of, I mean, not a lot of, if you got Amazon bin stores where you can actually buy certain things, say for $3, like on a $3 day or $1 day, or even $5 day. Even when I go on a restock day for $14, I mean, you can bring that kind of stuff. I wanted to actually try it, maybe see how it's gonna. I mean, how it will do because I don't have any following, but people without following will, of course, eventually, in my opinion, will be selling at least something on Whatnot. It's not like somebody will not come over and help you out. Hopefully, Tommy said that if I'm gonna do Whatnot, the first 5 items that I'm gonna put out, he gonna buy from me just to support Whatnot, my Whatnot account. And then he said he'll send me 10 more pairs of shoes for free. I have 2 storages. So, Christopher, let me know what kind of the most interesting find. Tell me, Christopher, one more thing. Actually, what is your best places where you live in terms of finding the good stuff to buy cheap? What are the best?
Oh, pretty much my best places are the thrift store just about a quarter mile down the road, and then New Hampshire, the Listen Center is where I get a lot of stuff, and there's one flea market down in Queechee, Vermont. I get some stuff. And there's another flea market up in Waterbury towards Stowe in Vermont. I get a bunch of stuff, and uh, usually community sales. There's not too many. There hasn't been too many just regular yard sales, all because all it does is rain every day in Vermont. So
Yeah, you got in terms of resellers. What do you think? What's your opinion in terms of resellers living around your area? How, like, do you have a lot of
yeah, there's a
resellers
lot of
competition?
resellers, but they go to these big flea markets and they say they can't find much, but and I have my car full because they're, they're they're too scared to, to offer a price or whatever.
So basically, you know what actually happened yesterday. If you've seen I mean, guys, we got Discord group. It's a secret group. We're not gonna let everyone in because we like it clean, and the only person that was thrown out is me so far. But anyway, we got very good Discord group, and I will sometimes go. Usually, actually, lately I haven't been sharing a lot of adventures videos in our Discord group, but yesterday. Christopher, I don't know if you've seen it. I posted a video. Oh, actually, you did because you made a
Yeah.
joke. You
Oh
made a
yeah, the
joke
other
about
day with the
recycling.
other reseller, I asked him if you're gonna
Yeah,
tackle the guy for the stuff.
yeah, for the video. Yeah, there was. I stopped by at a garage sale yesterday, and there was a reseller there that I know because I see him. He mostly does garage sales and estate sales. So he was there first, guys. Be there first. That's number one rule, guys. So I got there a little bit later, but it was one of the garage sales that wasn't advertised. As you know, Christopher, those are the best ones. The ones just when they put a address on a street, they don't put it on Facebook or yard sale map. So that was a sale, and that sale I got to it the last. Actually, I think I went to like maybe 7 sales, and that was the last one because I was driving, and I saw the sign on the street. So I got there, and then there was this reseller that I know, and I was kind of going in and started to make a joke about him buying all the electronics because he buys all cameras and video games and all other
Yeah.
like electronics, amplifiers, receivers. So I was joking around saying, "Come on, man, you gotta leave some stuff for me." But he was saying he was joking around also. He thought that I lived there in the house.
Yeah.
You hear me. I mean, heard me talk to him about it. But
Yeah. And the owner of the house was like wondering what was going on, thought there was gonna be a fight.
no, man, I always do that because we know each other. And I actually showed in the video that I said he's one of those resellers that is never on YouTube, and he's never like a part of any community. He's just
Yeah.
one of those independent resellers, guys. That is
Yeah.
not
Those are
Instagram
the
or
ones
Facebook.
that kill it in the eBay store. The ones that don't do YouTube.
Yeah, the ones that don't, and there are a bunch of really good ones here in
Yeah.
Cleveland area.
There's a
Very
lot of
knowledgeable.
big sellers out there that don't even do YouTube.
Man, I know we
because
got.
they don't have time.
They just, I mean, they don't have time. They just completely,
Yeah,
they force. They buy a lot
yeah.
of stuff at flea markets. But he was there. So anyway, he bought the lady actually at that garage sale, guys, was Russian. And right away when I got there and I looked at some of the stuff that was on the table, I kind of looked at some of the things, and there was a Russian, like it was a trinket box, and I'll show it to you guys right now. Um, so this was actually, it's really nice, guys. This is handmade. It's made in Soviet Union. Look, if you guys gonna see it or not, but it's made in USSR. In the countries that doesn't exist anymore, guys. So see, this is, it says right here, if you guys see it on this side, which is artist who made the box. That's her last name. Pichugina, which is her last name, and her first name is Margarita, which is Rita. But she made this. She's designed this particular trinket box, or you call it lacquer box, lacquer, or from lacquer, not liquor but lacquered.
Mm-hmm.
So see, it was made in 1991, right here. So that's, it's not big. It's like 5 inches long. So we're not gonna talk too much about sizes because we're gonna bring some viewers out that are gonna make jokes about the size is important. It's not that important, guys. Believe me. So look, it's got, see, every it's got really nicely painted on the inside. Got, this is a lid, so it's floral pattern. So the problem is how to research it. So Christopher, what would you do? You would have probably, if you found this, I paid 50 cents.
Yeah.
And I told the guy as a reseller at that garage sale, I told him, man, you missed this thing. I was making joke because I told him this is in Russian. And he's like, oh yeah? And I said, oh yeah, man, oh yeah. So anyway, guys, I had to research it, and I know they're not big money, but some of them are really big money actually. If you're gonna go to Etsy and type in, Christopher, are you watching over the chat, man? Because I probably missed
Yeah.
10,000 people already, guys. If I haven't gotten to you, I'm sorry, guys. It's my normal behavior on my lives. But I listed this right now because I can't find any sold ones for this particular one except the pattern, because it's a floral pattern. So there are similar ones from Soviet Union that was made with like really good quality, guys. This is really good quality. It's made from wood, and it's got lacquer, or lacquer, right? How do you pronounce it, Christopher? Lacquer that you put on the
Yeah.
floor.
Locker. Yeah.
Lacquer, yeah. So it's all completely covered in lacquer, and it is really good quality, guys. You're not gonna find many of those. So when I saw this at her table yesterday, I knew she was Russian for sure, because right away I could hear her accent. Some Russians, Christopher, was funny.
Yeah.
Some Russians, they have. When I go to garage sale and I hear someone speaking English with like an accent, I can recognize right away if they're from Russia or not, because they're gonna have similar accent like me. So they will speak English with me, and then I will just switch to Russian and say, "Let's just speak Russian because it's gonna be easier."
Well, here's one. Well, we go this way. Here's one that's listed for $27
Yeah,
on
I've
eBay.
seen a bunch of them. Yeah, there are a bunch of them
But that
listed.
one's a little bit. This one's a little has a lot more decorative than yours, I think.
Yeah, this one, there is a different, what they go by. There are certain ones that have something on the back, like with the
Yeah.
name and year, and also says made in USSR right here. But some of them, if you're gonna check, some don't at all. Some have just
Yeah. This
completely.
guy doesn't show the back. He just shows it open and then the sides.
Yeah, see, that's why some of them that have like all the markings on the bottom, those may actually be worth a little bit more. So, but just as a precaution, right now I listed it a little bit higher. But I will see how many, if there are going to be watchers, because I have another one right now listed. So not this kind. with floral pattern, but with different pattern, and it's bigger and it's hinged. It has a hinge, so it's I listed that one for a little bit more money, but this one I listed a little bit higher, kind of thinking that there is a possibility that it may sell for that much as I listed it. It's not a lot, $99, but I want to see what's gonna happen, because there are some that sold on Etsy for a
Yeah,
big
this
amount.
is a more better one, top higher one, quality one. It sold for 165 on eBay.
Yeah, so that's why I'm kind of that's why those types of lacquer boxes, trinket boxes from Soviet Union, guys, are tricky. So if you find one, you can try to research it on Etsy. There are some on Etsy with Google Lens, or check WorthPoint. I don't know. I didn't find them on WorthPoint actually. I didn't actually I don't have WorthPoint, but I didn't see any listed right now that show that they have been on WorthPoint. So let me guess, read some comments again. Romans does power support Pewter. That was 10 hours ago, 7:21. That was 40 minutes ago, guys. See
Yeah,
how late I am. Guys, feel free to help me out. Post everyone's Amanda and Misha, if you're still here, guys, you can help me out if you want to, of course. Put the links to everyone's channel into the comment section, so everyone will subscribe, like, and share. Again,
oh, Melanie's here. She's back from Walmart.
yeah, see, well, that's what Paul is saying. He goes on $4 a day. Yeah, Paul, I know, bratan. Christopher, you know what bratan means? Bratan means brother in Russian. See,
Oh
that's
yeah,
how you spell it. I'll put it in English, guys. So it's not gonna be Russian letters. So bratan is like if you have someone that you've known for a while, or just it's like someone like a friend or some person that you've known, you call him bratan, and it's like respectful type of way to call someone. So it's hard to explain. There are so many words in Russian that are kind of similar, but bratan is one of them, guys. So if we're gonna go to reseller rally, guys, everyone who will say hi to me, I'll call you bratan. Even Tommy Bernard, guys. Tommy Bernard may be bratan today, guys. Again. Maybe not. I don't know. If Tommy wants to be Bratan, we'll see how that goes. Maybe Tommy will go on someone lives and say Roman is calling me bad names. I do garage sale.
Roman. Do you know what Jason Briers?
Is someone asking? Because I
Yeah,
haven't.
no, someone. They just popped in. He just popped in, wrote a message that about Tommy
I didn't
down
see
the
it yet.
bottom.
I didn't. Did you? Let me go. Let me go. Just a second, guys. Oh, I see him. Actually,
Yeah,
let me say hello to Andy Someta. Andy, welcome. Andy, it took me about 10 hours, man, but I'm getting there, guys. Tom is saying connections are key. Exactly, guys. Connections are key to finding. You know what else I was thinking about, Christopher, today? About, let me say to Jason Bears official. Do all your shoes come in new, or are a lot of them pre-owned requiring some cleaning? I can actually answer that, I think, for Tommy Bernard podcast. Most of his shoes, Jason, come in as used and require cleaning. Tommy Bernard probably will post a comment also, hopefully, if he's still here. Tommy, they're asking you a question, man. Sorry that I answered your question. But anyway, what I was thinking about today, Christopher, is that if you got certain following, eventually with YouTube, for example, think about it. If you got a good
yeah,
channel and a lot of viewers, if you think about it, people eventually will start reaching out to you. If you have your email address in your YouTube, they will reach out to you if they got any type of stuff to sell. And I don't know if it works for everyone, cannot say for sure, but this is something in terms of people, watching your channel. I mean, they know what you're doing, so they're gonna start reaching out and trying to sell you something. Don't you agree, Christopher?
yeah.
with that assumption. I mean, that's how you kind of make connections in a way, where you're gonna start, putting out a lot of content. Someone will reach out and say, "I got this kind of stuff. Would you like it to buy from me? Would you like to drive like, 5 hours to get this stuff to buy?" I don't know. What would you do, Christopher, if someone would reach out to you and say, "I got stuff. Would you like to buy it to resell?"
No, not really, because half the time they want too much stuff for their money for their stuff, and it means they're too attached to it. I've seen it many times. I've gone to a person's house, and they say, "Oh, I got too much of it. I just want to get rid of it." And you get there, and they want a plush. You want $10 for it, and it's worth about $10 on eBay. And it's
Yeah,
like you just
but
waste your time.
But what do you think about certain? Do you think when you see certain YouTubers in the videos that probably, I don't know if you watched certain? I mean, I don't know how many channels you subscribe to. First of all,
75.
man, that's a lot already.
Yeah.
I'm actually subscribed to more.
Yeah, some of my I got
Asami
blogs because I
Bernard,
just don't have time for it.
Asami Bernard will say Roman loves everyone, so it is true, and I'm subscribed to everyone. Even though people are kind of questioning, Roman never watches. Dave, for example, ADH, man, I cannot pronounce. Uh, he needs to change his channel name again, because with my HDHD, ADHD, whatever it is, NC Picker, guys, that's easier for me. He actually brought out a subject. I watched Trash to Cash podcast where they were talking about ranking, about what I did with ranks. Remember when I did top 25? So Dave was upset. He was crying that Roman doesn't watch. He said, Roman never watches my content. And see, Dave, if you're lurking, I actually watched your content, man. So
Yeah,
you're lying to yourself again
I
on
watch
live TV.
I watch the channel when he's in his shed talking about what he sold and listing and his numbers and stuff.
Yeah, I know. Those are, I mean, that's a thing for everyone to do what they want to do in terms of numbers. I mean, some
Yeah,
people, you know how it is. Some people are more involved into this YouTube type of I mean, I'm not going to say full time part, whatever. They want to do this kind of stuff. They want to put out certain things with numbers in terms of how much they make, what they've sold, and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't want to do that. It's just not one of my things that I want to, do something like tell people all over the world I made so much money from YouTube, from Instagram, Facebook. But it's his
yeah.
business. If he wants to do this type of stuff, it's free country. He can do whatever he wants. He can,
Hmm.
undress himself and run naked on the street. unless, unless probably police will catch him in that case.
Yeah.
Andy Somet, I really enjoy real resales like Rally Roots. Can't have one of the biggest Whatnot shows without suppliers. Yes, Andy is correct. You watch Rally Roots, Christopher?
Yeah, they've been on way before a lot of these other resellers have been on YouTube.
Yeah,
They've
the
been
thing
on
about
they've been on there for like 7 years, 6 years. I was watching them and I was watching that other lady from Kansas that was she was selling pants and then she quit because something happened. She had some people in that were watching her channel gave her negative comments,
I
and
think I
then she
know who you're
quit for a
talking about.
while. Then bought that she bought a building to open a store, and then she stopped for a while. Then she came back.
Man, that's it is another part of drama in the
Yeah,
community of reselling.
yeah,
Community of reselling drama, guys, again. But that's what's gonna happen, guys. It's still not gonna stop anyone from doing YouTube
yeah.
videos. You can do it in this country, guys.
Well, I think
You
from
can. I mean, that's
2020,
open.
from when it hit 2020, then everybody started opening a channel.
Man, right now it's actually. I talked to one of the people at the Amazon Beans yesterday. I mean, I asked them why don't. I mean, they're also been reselling for a long time. I asked them, why don't you do a YouTube channel or Instagram or whatever? They just not one. I mean, it's hard, man. You hear people opinions about putting out their life on for wide views, like world
Mhm.
views. You know what I'm talking about? It's some people are more private. I mean, they don't wanna even show their family or even show themselves. It's like they're more protective of the holy. They kind of explained to me what happens like with us personally. If you want to do this kind of thing, you can do it on your own. But when you involve your entire family or you put out all of it, it's like decision of the whole family to be there and to support. Or if you don't want to do like in my case, my wife doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to be part of this because
Yeah.
she's like more private. She doesn't want to be shown or anything like that. So she got it's like her personal choice. And I understand that it's kind of holy because it's kind of in a way, it's you understand that it's like person who you care about, and you don't want to put them in this kind of spot to be like on a view of all people, of be what do you call it, commenting or disrespecting, or what do you call it, like saying bad stuff. And you cannot do anything about those people, but
Mhm.
for entertainment purposes, I don't know how your reaction to this, Christopher, is, how you view this kind of stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's hard for people. Not a lot of people want to be involved in this. They just want to go with their daily life, if they're whatever they are, what they do in their life. So I mean, there are a bunch of YouTube channels about everything, and people
Hmm.
show a lot of stuff. And now TikTok, about TikTok taking over.
Yeah. I don't have
And
TikTok. Yeah.
for me, it is not a problem, to for people to view my channel or leave comments, bad comments, good comments. I mean, it is what it is. It is your choice. You make your choice. You decide to do what you want to do. Nobody can stop it from doing it. There is no writing on the wall and the rules of any type of stuff that you cannot do this kind of stuff. But if you're gonna go start, doing very illegal things, that's a little bit different. Then, of course,
Yeah.
a different type of situation. Guys, sorry I'm missing your comments today. Let me read the comments. Rally is building an empire. Actually, Rally Roots, Ryan, and Ellie, I think her name, yes.
Yeah. And
Uh,
then she has her own channel, Allie Crafts,
yeah, I mean, they've been,
but she don't make too many
entertainer.
she don't make too much on there. She has like probably 7 videos
Yeah,
of
but still,
Allie
I mean,
Crafts. She's a pretty good crafter.
yeah, I've seen some. I think I've seen something from her videos. I
Yeah.
don't remember, but I know that in terms of business, let's be truthful here. I think Ryan most likely knows what the heck he's doing.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I mean, it's hard to differentiate certain things, but he's been buying a lot of. They're mostly dealing with vintage T-shirts and vintage clothing, so they're
Yeah.
kind of a little bit niche down to mostly selling this kind of stuff, which is not bad because it is good money. And in terms of returns, I mean, I don't think, they probably got customers all over the place,
Yeah,
on
and they buy
Instagram,
pallets of
Facebook,
coffee makers too. Brand
and
new
yeah,
coffee makers too.
right, yeah, coffee makers and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
so they got customers. You cannot compare me or like you, Christopher,
Yeah.
or a bunch of
Yeah.
other full-time
Yeah.
resellers, guys, full-time, very
Yeah.
important word, to someone like
Yeah.
that. There is no, it's not possible, guys. Come on,
Yeah.
let's be truthful here. It's God-given truth, guys, because certain connections, certain environment, money-wise, you cannot compare this at all. I mean, it's kind
Yeah.
of, some people compare Pete Craigslist Hunter, for example, to someone else in terms of his business model. It's not, if you, I mean, he doesn't specifically need to source, but he got connections. He got people bringing him stuff that he can sell in his store. He can
Yeah.
sell some stuff online. It's a little bit different, completely different type of business situation. So you cannot compare it, but he chose this kind of stuff for him. So
Yeah.
it's respectful because the way he's doing business, it's very difficult. He got employees, he got people to pay. that he has to take care of. He has to pay for the rent of the store and all the utilities and all the other stuff associated with it. So it is much more serious, more serious type of business model. It's not like you're sitting in a chair at home, eating snacks and listing trinket boxes for
Yeah.
$5, you
Yeah,
know.
because there's one reseller. He's kind of new. He's about 6 months in. I'm not gonna give him his name out or anything, but he like he lives in Vegas, and he goes to these thrift stores. So when people in Vegas who live in Vegas, if you live in Vegas, the houses are mostly there's mostly rich people that live in Vegas because it costs a lot of money to live in Vegas. Let's live
Exactly.
outside the city. So you're gonna get those high dollar uh, stuff at the thrift stores, and you're gonna be showing a 75,000 in 3 months you're selling on your eBay store from out in the country in the woods in Vermont. You're not gonna find as many of those high dollar items.
Of course, man. That's
It
and
all depends on
also
where you live.
and also, guys, also, which is very important, as you guys know, most of you are already professional. People who are in my life have been doing it for a long time. Most of you, at least.
Yeah,
It's hard, guys, to actually, every day when you list some stuff and you got money piles, because I don't call it dust piles, but every time you go sourcing, you're gonna run into a lot of competition, like I did yesterday, and that was kind of joking around. And I knew right away the stuff that reseller got that he will sell fast because he bought a camera for $10 that is worth that he can sell. I checked the comps on it yesterday at the garage sale with him. It sells for $300, and he paid 10 for it. And then he
hmm
bought a Sony. I think it was like a Sony, either a cassette player with a radio, one of those Sony ones, Sony brand, Sony ones,
yeah,
that sells for around 100, and he paid $10 for that. So he spent $20, but he gonna make, of course, decent profit. But look, he missed this. He didn't grab this. This is a glass baby. See it right there, guys. If you see it, most likely you're not gonna see it again. But it is glass baby, guys. Believe me, I'm not lying.
hmm
So this is a glass baby. Guys, more familiar. Whoever sells this kind of stuff are familiar with glass baby candle holders made from like blown glass. And he didn't buy this, even though it was only 50 cents, actually 10 cents, Christopher.
yeah,
10 cents, guys. I actually posted a Discord in our Discord group yesterday. 10 cents. So he didn't get that, but he was getting electronics. That's what he wants to buy. But he doesn't look at this. And then where you kind of gain more knowledge through certain YouTube channels,
hmm
of course. Let's give props to YouTube content creators that you can actually kind of expand. Expand is very important word, your knowledge, and look for that stuff. Also, he didn't get that, which, but he mostly goes for the stuff that he knows because he would not grab it because
yeah,
he doesn't sell it. So of course there is gonna be something left. But people always say like how certain resellers go together to garage sales, knowing each other, and then someone will see like for example video games, someone will see electronics, cameras, vinyls, whatever, and there is like say 5 resellers. Of course there is going to be competition in a way where someone will see video games and grab it, but at the same time if they're going to go to another sale, someone will see video games that they didn't have a chance to grab hopefully at the other sale. So there is going to be some kind of in a way, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you guys can
hmm
correct me in the comments, someone because those resellers, they will at least
yeah,
let you get that to sell it. They're not gonna be jumping, grabbing stuff and running away with it, because it has to be some kind of respectful situation where you already
yeah,
grab something to sell, you're gonna make money, so let other resellers at least grab something to make money. Don't be freaking a greedy piece of shit. I'm sorry to say that, but I've seen that with some resellers here in Cleveland area that went to garage sales, church sales, and they will just jump on stuff and just act like idiots, and of course not gonna let you get to certain things, and you don't want to get involved and fight them and all, because you know what's gonna happen. So
Yeah.
it is disrespect.
Oh, you froze. He'll be right back. He froze. It's usually normal for Roman to freeze. So, anybody got any questions why Roman's being frozen? Oh yeah, I'm friends with Nicole. Roman finally let Christopher talk. He hit the mute button and he froze himself. He'll be back. He'll be back in. I don't know. Maybe we'll find. I can find out. Let's see here. Might be some rain over there because usually the rain hits there 2 days before it hits here. And then it's going to rain here in 2 days. And usually comes off the Great Lakes and goes this way. Yeah, his internet's down.
Christopher,
Oh, here he comes. He's back.
hold on 1 second, guys. We got technical difficulties, guys. Christopher, you hear me? You guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Man, you kind of frozen on my screen for some reason. Hold on. Let me try it again. Yeah, now you're good. Kind of frozen up. Sorry, guys. We had issues with weather last couple days. You hear me?
They said that Mrs. Anytime Picker unplugged your internet.
Guys, sorry about that. The internet nowadays is very expensive. So I had to settle for like $1 a month plan. Let me read the comments. Christopher, you here, man?
Yeah, I'm still here.
It's kind of strange. You're kind of frozen on my end, but I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not frozen.
Let's see. Let's see. Well, let's do it again. Yeah, now you're good again.
Yeah.
But you're freezing up, but it's okay. as long as you can hear me and see me.
Yeah.
Guys, Christopher is frozen on my screen, but he's not. Guys, let me know in the
I'm
comments.
not
Is
frozen on
Christopher?
my screen. I'm not frozen on mine.
Oh, you're not?
No. It must be
Lisette,
just you.
welcome. Guys, I'm sorry. Roman's PSA, don't be a piece of shit. Lisette, welcome. Sorry, guys, whoever I didn't say hi to yet. Lisette, he was here probably 10 hours ago. Guys, I lost internet in the middle of very important life. I'm really sorry for my behavior, but we had tornadoes in the area a couple days ago. We had a tornado. So the internet was already bad. But after tornado went through, the internet became even worse, guys. So during the day, I connected through my phone right now. I connected through the what do you call it? The phone internet. So hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully, guys, that internet will work better than my real internet. It's 4G, guys. 4G.
Oh,
So I'm
I
still in
thought
the
you almost
ancient
froze again, but
age
you
right
didn't.
now.
No, for
Am I
a
frozen?
second I thought you were, but you weren't. You're not now.
No. Yeah, hopefully it's gonna work, guys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry that we disconnected again, guys. Let's read some comments, Christopher, because people are anxious that I haven't read their comments. Biscuit Bot is very upset right now. How can I get him to freeze when I'm on the phone with him so I can talk? Brian, welcome, man. Red Dirt Picker. It's a rapture. Why is Roman the only one living? Lisette, I'm sorry if you're still here. I only got into your comment about 10 hours after I started my life. My life. We talked about being a YouTube reseller again. Roman is deep in thought. Guys, if I'm not frozen, let me know. If I'm frozen, let me know also. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about it, guys. Christopher, Christopher, tell the viewers what's the best thing you've sold this week, because we're gonna
This
skip to
week?
reselling stuff.
Oh, let's see here. The best wing. Let's see here. Uh, selling. Oh, I can send some offers. Let's see here.
Let us know. Let the viewers know, because they were kind of upset that I froze up
Yeah.
with my deep thought. Luis, welcome, man. Kali Luis, guys, also really great reseller, full-time YouTuber, guys. Subscribe to Kali Luis, because everyone is here today. Andy Someta is a full-time YouTuber, guys. Subscribe to him. He's only a quarter-time reseller, but full-time YouTuber. It's very important.
So this is one thing I sold. I had three of them, and I sold them. There's two packs of three, and I sold them $30 a piece, so $90, and I paid $2.75 at the thrift store, just about a half a mile, a quarter. I can throw a rock and hit the store.
Man,
Yeah,
that's actually not bad. That's actually
yeah.
really good. If you can find stuff like that in your area, man, it's actually not bad to find this kind of stuff, because in your area we talked about your where you live. Are there like a lot of competitions there? Do you see a lot of
Yeah. There's a lot of resellers, but a lot of them say they can't find much. But I'll show you one thing I sold for. Let's see, it's this right here. for $89. I have 3 of them, and then I had 3 other Star Trek models that got posted. I think I paid 180, and I've already sold this for $89.
Well, I remember this. This was when you showed it
Yeah,
on
those.
Big
Yeah, it
Bro.
was
Yeah,
at
I know.
a flea market, and other resellers saw it, but they say they didn't want it because they had a sticker for 75. They wanted on it. So I asked him how much you want for all of them. He goes 200. I said, how about I'll give you 150 for all of them. And he goes about 200 is my
Final offer.
best I can do. I told him, oh, I'll give you 175. And he goes 180. So I got 3 of those ones and then 3 others, and then one that's just for part. I was just has missing parts, and I paid 180 for all of them, for 7 of them.
Man, that's nice. That's actually good
Yeah,
find and good sale, man. That's actually not bad. Even Tommy Bernard cannot reach those types of sales, man. With his used
yeah.
up, beaten up shoes without soles. So let's hit that thumbs up, guys. Lisette, appreciate it. It's very difficult to hit Lisette on my life. I think it's most likely going to be more thumbs down than thumbs up. That's what
Well,
most happens most of the time.
we
Let me
got
say hello
19
to
likes
Shalami.
and 23 watching.
Man, at least, guys, appreciate you all watching. Shalami, we got Shalami sandwich. Guys, this is very important full-time YouTuber also, guys. If you haven't subscribed to Shalami Sandwich, it's very important in the community of reselling. Very important person on the reselling planet. So, guys, as you can see from his YouTube thumbnail, he looks a little bit. I'm not sure if it's a dog or a wolf, but Shalami Sandwich is very important. He likes to say Shalom. He learned only one Hebrew word, but at least it's something, guys. So Shalami Sandwich, welcome. See, he says, this is why Roman shouldn't buy. Exactly. And I think I should not buy anything to stay away from reselling. So let's see who else I missed, guys, because it's Christopher. I'm sorry, man. I'm so slow with comments, man, that I cannot get to the comments at all lately.
Mhm.
Even with my bad internet. Yeah, exactly. Archie, the plug was pulled by the tornado because we had like Christopher. Did you have any bad weather a couple days ago?
Well, yeah, heavy rain, and then the other day, then I got more rain coming in a couple days. Is it cloudy over there and rainy?
Man, it's been like really crazy weather for Cleveland area here because
Yeah,
actually
because
for the
usually it hits
entire
you
state.
before me. It builds off the Great Lakes and hits you, then New York, and and then it takes a couple days to get to me.
Man, we had like all of a sudden couple of days ago. I tell you something that I haven't seen like probably maybe in over 10 years. We had at 11 like 40 p.m. We had a tornado warning come up I mean as a alert on the phones and everywhere, and
Yeah.
the sirens went off like in about 5 minutes after that. It's like I haven't heard tornado sirens in Cleveland probably in maybe 20 years. I mean, I'm not lying, man. It's like it was kind of unusual because it happened all of a sudden like it was normal, and then within maybe like 10 minutes everything started happening, and
Mhm.
then there was a tornado touchdown like near us in one of the suburbs, like 5 minutes away from here where I live, and it's
Hmm.
like destroyed a couple of buildings in downtown Cleveland. The windows were blown out, and there was like an old church that had like the whole roof came on. And that was like F1. They said it was an F1, which is 100 miles to 120 miles per hour wind, and it had like touchdown and went through one of the streets, and we had like sirens going off, and my son was like went down like completely like he wanted to go like I said I didn't know what to do, man. I was like, where are we supposed to go?
Yeah.
There is no tornado shelters in Cleveland. So
You
it's
got
kind of,
basements and you got basements in Ohio, right?
yeah, that's what you go. You go
That's
to
what
the
you got to
basement
do.
first.
Hide in the corner of your basement or in your bathtub and put a piece of
I
plywood over the
usually,
top.
man, I usually go. Yeah, I usually hide in the bathroom right away.
Yeah, in the bathtub. And you put a piece of plywood on top because that way you're no one no debris is gonna hit through the side because you're in a tub.
Man, it was unusual. And then after that, everything went out. Electricity went out, internet went out. And then I called our internet provider, and apparently it was so bad that their entire tower, where our internet from Spectrum, because we got Spectrum internet, all
Yeah,
of the tower got damaged. And during last couple days, the internet was so bad it was coming in and out like every couple of hours, because apparently they're still repairing it, and they've just kind of, the internet appears, it turns on, and then it goes offline, and then it comes back online again. So I just connected my phone internet to my Wi-Fi. So that's how it works, guys. Sorry about tornado damage, guys. The tornado wasn't responsible for damaging the internet, guys. Let's read some comments again. I know he's actually on Whatnot right now selling plush. Exactly. Archie, guys, don't forget to subscribe to Archie, because he said that if I'm not going to mention him in my life, he will unsubscribe, and he will be one of my enemies, guys. He will come to the reseller rally, and then he will not talk to me. He's going to be like a girl. He's going to stay away, cry in the corner, hide. So, guys, we cannot do that to Archie. Let's see who else. Shalami said Sal's Mercado. Roman's probably streaming on 2. Actually, Tommy, I am, man. I am streaming on 2.4 gigahertz, man. That's normal. Roman still has 56K modem. I do, Brian. I do actually have one in the computer that I have as a history, part of my history. So let's see. Bet Roman purposely did not disconnect to make himself a salami sandwich. So, Christopher, what else can you tell our audience today? What is your best stuff to sell? Tell us.
uh, usually toys and kitchen stuff.
So, kitchen. I know kitchen stuff for sure, because you like to
Yeah,
buy pots and pans and skillets.
uh, yeah, and mixers. I the blenders. I post the motor bottom by itself, and then the pitcher itself. I had like 7 of them. Now I only got 1, 2, and a bottom. That's a different one. I only have 2 left. I had 7. Only paid like a couple bucks for them.
Man, that's nice. Landshark
Yeah,
Picker in the house. Craig, welcome, man. Actually, also, Lisette, I really appreciate you dropping everyone's links. Guys, Lisette does great job, as you know, on different lives, coming in, dropping links. It's very helpful. So, Lisette, I really appreciate it. And hopefully, everyone will subscribe to everyone's channel, guys, because, if you don't, guys, it's not a good thing. I heard nobody gonna like my life anymore if nobody gonna subscribe. So that's very important, guys, as you know. So Lisette, appreciate it very much that you're doing it for my life, helping me out a little bit. And hopefully, guys, let me know, guys, in in the comments if I lose internet. Christopher, let me know, man. Ping,
yeah,
welcome. Ping, welcome. Ping G, guys. Is another really great reseller, and not a YouTuber, but reseller. Very respectful to Ping. Ping is always helping out with questions in lives, and also participates, guys. So everyone, please subscribe to everyone else. It's very important, guys. It's very important for the everyone's channel. So what else you found recently, Christopher? What else?
Oh, I got some vintage magazines that were selling $10 a piece, and I got 7 of them. I put them on for $60 plus free shipping.
That's not
Oh,
bad.
yeah, I put them over here. Trying to figure out where I put them. I just posted them today.
How many? How many total?
There's 7. There was some other magazines, but I couldn't post them because they had the address of the person where I bought it at the estate sale. That's why I wanted to take a heat gun and peel off each sticker, but I didn't want to mess with it. So I got these 7. American
So there.
Rifle.
Well, it's not bad, man.
Yeah,
Actually,
1, 2.
sorry guys, I'm late on your comments. We're gonna have to kind of get along, guys, like this way because we
There's
cannot
not
we
on.
cannot go through without technical difficulties, guys, in this
There's not
world.
on.
The only
These are
person, guys,
68s and 69s.
man, that's not bad. That's really nice. I don't usually. I tend to buy magazines sometimes and some sales, but
Yeah, me neither.
I kind of it's one of the things that is kind of hit or miss. If you find a really good magazines that can sell for like really good money, or sometimes you're gonna find a magazine that only sells for like a couple of like $1, you know. So I mean, there is there is no point. I mean, if you buy them a lot in a box, that's a little
Yeah,
bit that's a little bit different. But if you're gonna buy just one magazine for like
yeah.
$5, there is no
Well,
point,
this is
guys.
at the
So,
estate sale because I post at least six items every day, so I gotta have at least 40, 50 items a week. So I gotta try to. I look around and try to find as much as I can, even looking
okay,
spots where I don't really sell as much, and just to get the items.
man, that's good. Archie, thanks for helping us out, man, with your putting down the links, guys. Archie today and Lisette are the best in terms of putting out the links and helping me out with my bad English, bad internet, 2.4 gigahertz internet, no sales, no whatnot, being not full-time YouTuber. So I got a lot of stuff going against me, guys. One of the most important ones is not being a full-time YouTuber. So that's not good. Christopher, what do you think? Should we become full-time YouTubers or not? Let me know.
Um, probably not. Not really. There's enough out there,
I don't know,
but
man. The problem is right now is kind of, in my opinion. I mean, if you're gonna start putting out regular content constantly
yeah,
and do normal type of editing, not like even I've seen channels with bad editing do really good.
yeah,
Uh, it's not that specifically necessary to like Archie Biscuitbot, for example. If you guys checked out his last video, he does put in some special effects in his videos. Christopher, you can check it out. He puts like different icons, smiley faces, like he will input something like from movies, like from like music videos, something like that. It takes time if you wanna do this
yeah,
kind of stuff and edit this way. It is actually, it is nice. I mean, people will kind of like this kind of stuff to be in the video, but there are content creators that don't do this kind of stuff. I've seen that also. So like they're also not doing really. I mean, they're doing kind of, in my opinion, they're not doing bad. But I'm not one of the experts, guys, in terms of how to specifically know how everyone's channel is doing. You can actually check it on. There is a website that I always forget, guys. You can put it in the comments. The more knowledgeable people, they
hmm
know about the site. Christopher, you may know this
Oh,
also.
they hear crickets. That's because I got a lizard. They're putting crickets in the chat. You
Oh
probably can
man,
hear the crickets because they got a lizard.
Lizard again. We got a lot of crickets, guys, coming in. Let me go all the way down, and the cricket left the live stream. That's it, guys. No one is. I can't even get Tabby to watch my stuff. Christopher, are you frozen up or not?
No.
No, you good? Do you see me?
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you see me. It's very important. Because if
Yeah.
Christopher is here by himself, sending Roman my last AL 3 month discs. Actually, to tell you guys the truth, I listed AOL with 500 free hours. That was a bad mistake, guys. I think I should have used it, and I listed it on eBay for really low amount, guys. Again, guys, my bad mistakes are gonna kill me, guys. That's Russian. Actually, I sold in terms of perfume. I sold vintage Ralph Lauren spray cup actually yesterday on Mercari for $40, guys, and paid $1 for it. So there you go.
Hmm.
On Mercari, used, guys. You can list it on eBay, and I've listed. I cross-listed it. It was on eBay in the collectible category, guys. So don't be afraid to put used perfume bottles or in a collectible category. eBay most likely, hopefully, will not remove it because I had some listed on eBay and they sold. So similar, I mean, Mercari, Poshmark, you can list it, but they do sell on eBay. So don't be afraid, guys. Unless eBay artificial intelligence and robots will find your listing out of a couple of thousand listings, then they can remove it. I don't know if I'm correct, Chris, or not, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you use perfumes?
No. They
You
gotta be
don't?
empty or full, or you can get them taken down. And there's
Yeah,
still a lot of sellers out there say, "Oh no, I have no trouble," but because eBay hasn't caught you yet, that's all.
yeah.
But
Because from what I understand, if you got a lot of it listed, if you got like bunch of that, if you put it in a collectible category on eBay, because I don't even let me see where I had it listed because I took it down when I sold it on Mercari, but it wasn't a collectible. There was a perfume category, and then there is a specific category for collectible perfume bottles. I don't know if you ever seen that category, but I mean, some sellers, some resellers actually have seen it in the past, guys, and
yeah.
they still they still list it in there. So I know that for sure. I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
sure.
there's some sellers that still list them half, and then they list them in the collectible category, but everybody gets caught eventually. So
Eventually, yes, but yeah, better, guys, to list it on Mercari or Poshmark because I did sell it already a couple times on Mercari, actually more than Poshmark. So if you're gonna list used perfume, Archie Biscuitbot said that when he goes to reseller rally, guys, he will ask all the female if they brought used perfume with them and try to buy it from them so he can list
mhm.
it on Mercari, guys. So just a heads up for you in case Archie will come over and ask for used perfume, guys, so you know in advance. Archie, sorry, man, you told me it was a secret. Guys, Archie will kill me finally. I mean, I'm telling all his reselling secrets. He said there is a lot of money in used perfume. So he said, do not tell anyone. And there, I go saying that, guys. I'm kind of, I don't know how to call myself. Let's see what else I missed. My content is below par at best. Christopher, you ever watched Biscuit Butt Archie videos?
No.
You haven't seen them because if you're gonna go check out his videos, man, they're kind of interesting in terms of content and special effects and stuff like that. And actually, he's already
Yeah.
surpassed me in subs. Archie
I
already
just
is
I just
at
got an offer for $15 on a $65. I got $61.50 just listed, but probably can't see, but and
oh,
the
you
guy
had
offered 15. I don't
that's
usually
good.
counter offer.
Archie, I feel exposed with this name for some odd reason. Shalami Sandwich, guys, is also more knowledgeable in terms of certain products on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark. If you guys need some help, Shalami Sandwich will help you out. But he said his crackheads usually charge $100 or more per question, depending on what type of product you want to ask about. So be careful. Shalami is very tricky person, guys. I dealt with
But
him once already. I still owe him a lot of money, guys. He just doesn't say. But I asked too many questions. See, and I didn't know. And he had me sign non-disclosure agreement, guys. See, that's where he got me. Who else I missed, Christopher? Melanie Spazio, welcome to my life.
yeah,
Appreciate
she was
the
at
support.
Walmart. She's outside grilling. She's grilling
Oh,
her
that's
eight
nice.
dollars.
That's
She's
nice.
grilling her steak.
That's cool, Melanie. It's actually a much better thing to do than watch my life.
Yeah, she's listening
guys,
while she's grilling her steak outside.
guys, I can tell you one thing: grilling steak or any type of grilling outside today is much better than watching what type of content today from my life. Let me. I have to always go down, Christopher, to the comments because see, I
Yeah,
really appreciate you guys putting in comments at least. Because what the heck will I be talking about if there would be no comments, Christopher? That's gonna be very concerning. People will not understand. They probably don't understand what the heck I'm talking about anyway. But Earthlink is reaping the internet. Andy, I hope I actually will call Earthlink. And there was another one, Christopher, if you remember, CompuServe. There was Earthlink, CompuServe, and AOL. So
I
those
know.
were the best ones. If you guys
Yeah, my
remember.
mom still has AOL.
Yeah, I wanted
I don't know.
to kind of
Yeah,
mention that those particular days of that internet, I miss those
yeah.
days. That was
Well, yeah.
exciting,
You
guys.
sit there. It'll take 20 minutes for the thing to upload. Time you're ready to go.
Man, it took so long to upload and just do anything that
Yeah,
by the
and then
time
when Windows 93 or 92 came out, that was like so much faster. It was like between when the first internet came out, it was like, oh wow, Windows 95. It was so much. It was like almost like 10 times faster than a friggin' snail.
man, I can tell you guys, Christopher, I can tell you one thing. I remember when I was working in a computer company for many
Yeah,
years, doing tech support. I remember, I remember like every morning because we did trade shows, and like we would leave on Thursday, and we will sell a bunch of computers, like computer parts, computers, and they were custom built. So each customer would come into trade show. I don't know, Christopher, if you remember it, but it was very popular back in the 90s, early 2000s. People will travel, like companies will travel to different cities, states, to convention centers. Like they will, the company that would do this type of shows, that they will provide advertising on TV through like newspapers, and people will come into those trade shows where they will buy computer parts, computers custom built, not like Dell or any other brands. So at the time, you would put in a lot of the people will choose what type of computer parts they want. And I remember getting back on Monday, and then after the trade show, and there would be like 100 messages, voicemails with customers calling and saying, our internet doesn't connect, our modem doesn't work, it
yeah,
would it would be crazy, man. I would have to call back at least like at least over 40 people a day with those types of issues and walk them through how to connect properly, what to do, and at the same time, I would get like two more lines being on hold calling, or three more lines. Like people will be calling non-stop, but you have to be on the phone all day long, and then your ear, my ear was so red after I already like leave for the day that it was like blown like that from all that stuff going on.
Yeah, I get
Well,
them
I
from
mean,
pet store. Because I only have one lizard. I usually get about 25, 30, but it lasts us a week because I have to drive 30 minutes to go get some.
oh really? Wow.
Yeah, because it ain't just like 5 minutes down the road. I gotta drive 30 minutes to go get some. And when it's really hot out, I don't get as many because it's about when it gets about 75, 80, it gets too hot in here and the crickets die because it's too hot.
Man, crickets are very important, man.
Yeah,
Guys, you have to understand, if you have crickets, you have to take care of them like pets.
yeah. Each cricket's, I think it's 7 cents a cricket.
Well, man, that's actually they went up in price. Inflation, Christopher.
Yeah.
Cricket. How many crickets do you need?
I usually get like 25, 30, and then it lasts us about a week, and then I just put some water in there and they, and I had another lizard and as soon as I put in the crickets, the thing would eat like 15 crickets like it never ate in his life. But this one doesn't eat as much, but is more active.
Well, I mean, if that's important, man, it's very important part to get them because otherwise it's gonna be hungry.
Oh, do you gut load them? No, I don't. I don't. I just drop them right in the tank. But you can put calcium on them, white powder. But the only time you do that, you only want to do that to a few because the powder will kill the crickets instantly. Instantly.
Wow, that's not bad. I mean, not good, not good, guys. Sorry,
Yeah.
not bad, but not good. See, Tommy Bernard podcast said you just have to list them. That's what I've been doing, guys. If you wanna kind of sell used perfumes, guys, you can list them in the collectible category because I've been doing it. But you never know, guys. If eBay decides to pull them down, they will pull them down, guys. As you know, eBay, nothing can stop eBay. You know what happens, guys, when everyone on YouTube talks about eBay, complains about eBay, and stuff like that? You've been listening to a lot of YouTubers' lives. Josh Galt, you watch Josh Galt, Christopher?
No.
Well, he's been like doing lives every day, and he's talking about different subjects in terms of business, eBay. Very serious YouTuber. Not like me. At least knows some stuff. But most of the time, you know how it is, guys. eBay doesn't really care much about complaining. I mean, whatever. They know that most like resellers who sell full time, for example, let's say full time, just for the hell of it, they kind of know that they will not switch as of right now to another platform unless there is gonna be continuous competition from whatnot. You know what I'm talking about, Christopher?
Hmm.
It's like whatnot. What do you think about it, Christopher? Let me know.
Oh,
What do you think? Is whatnot? Is that possible that whatnot may become as reliable in terms of?
not
I would not
really.
call eBay
Because
reliable either.
a lot of the states now are starting to require people to have auctioneer license, and a lot of people don't want to do it, or some
And in
people who
Ohio,
live in
guys,
those
exactly.
states are not even going to bother to get a license. But Whatnot was saying that they're not responsible for the people that sell if they don't have a license or not, if they're supposed to have one. You know,
Yeah,
they're on their own.
In Ohio, you are required.
Yeah, yeah. There's 5 states right now.
In
There's 5
Ohio,
states
guys,
that require
you are required. In Ohio,
for
you are
live
required to
sale
have.
only. That's for selling live only, though. Not doing auctions on. That's not qualified for auctions on eBay. That's just live selling. So
Well, I know that's exactly what has been happening, and there was a discussion about
yeah,
this in terms of auctions, in terms of whatnot auctions, and I heard
yeah,
about it from someone else. In the state of Ohio, guys, you actually need, truthfully, let's be truthful, guys, legally. Is that the right
yeah,
word, Christopher?
yeah. Ohio was the first
Legally,
one because I remember they
legal.
were talking about it. And they were talking about Ohio going to be do it, and then there it's about 3 months later. Then they did it. Then there's a couple other places that require. There's five. I can't remember the other four states, but eventually they all will.
Yeah, the problem is, guys, I know it's not an interesting subject for my life, but
Yeah,
in Ohio, in the state of Ohio, the policy I actually called and found out from one of the people who does like what are they called, storage unit locker auctions, storage auctions, and
yeah,
he told me you need a license, truthfully, to legally sell at an auction, and
yeah,
is whatnot is considered to be online auction. So legally, I need to have a license.
yeah.
So I don't know, guys. It is kind of either Chris. I don't know if actually if it's in other states right now
Yeah, it's like
going on.
four other. There's only like 5 states I know of, but I mean, if someone don't have a license and they're selling, they're only selling probably a couple $100 a week. It's not even going to trigger alarm to people. Us, it's not even going to trigger alarm. But if you're selling $10,000 a week with no license, that's like you're more likely to get caught.
I don't know. That's why I'm kind of contemplating right now on
Yeah,
trying it. I know it is kind of one of the things to try for me because I have an access to Amazon Bean Store and I can get a lot of stuff on $3
yeah,
days or dollar days or $5. Doesn't matter. But in terms of getting a license to
yeah. It's a
become an
long process
auctioneer,
too. Yeah,
that
the schooling takes because my friend did it for Vermont, but he's an auctioneer, but it took like 6 weeks, and you're doing and your classes are like almost 10 hour classes for 3 weeks straight, and you get two breaks and a lunch.
yeah, that's the thing. If you wanna really get the license and try it, I mean, in the
Yeah,
state of Ohio, it is possible to go through classes, and you have to pay for them too.
yeah.
It's not it's
You can
not
do them
free
live right
ride,
on your
guys.
computer, uh, right on your computer too. You don't have to
It's
go
not
anywhere. You just do it from your computer.
it's not a free ride, guys. And actually, I wanted to
Yeah,
tell you something, guys, that it is kind of you know interesting, and it's an interesting idea to do that, Christopher, to try it out. But
yeah,
the thing is, if it didn't require to go through school and getting an auctioneer license, I mean, why not to try it? It's kind of, it depends. I don't know in terms of reliability how whatnot does. I've seen what you can do if you got a lot of followers, or what you can
yeah.
do even most likely without. But what do you think, Christopher? Is eBay gonna implement this kind of selling like
Well, they're
whatnot?
they're working on it. I get messages from eBay. There's a couple guys that are live that I think they're real tight to eBay. They're like almost like eBay's partners, I think, you know. And they're I don't know if you ever get the anybody here gets the message on eBay says we're now live. They're up on a with a background with those. It's almost like a newscasting where they're up on this big desk and behind these tall chairs like they're telling the news. These are guys not just sitting in their closet selling stuff. These are guys who are like or like NBC News, you know.
Yeah.
And I've seen them on a few times, and there's like 1,000 people in the chat, and they have pin cards up there and putting stuff up there, and they're selling
Man,
for
that's like a
four or
big
five hundred
business,
dollars. But
It's like a big business. You know why I
yeah,
actually brought up Pete Craiglis Hunter a little bit today in terms of explaining different types of business models that he does. I have a friend that does similar things that Pete does in terms
yeah,
of business model, how he sells exactly the same, except he doesn't have a like what is it store called? I always forget. Sell and buy and trade, well, whatever, sell and trade, buy and trade store. Let's call it trade
yeah,
store. He has a warehouse, and he got like already second warehouse. And there is I actually told Tommy Bernard about it, that they buy a bunch of pellets from Costco and Dell, HP, also Best Buy, and they just basically kind of grew throughout the years. Eventually, they just had to have a big warehouse, and now they actually have another warehouse. They got 20 employees,
mm-hmm,
and that's completely different model. That like I was saying, they don't go sourcing for trinket boxes
yeah,
or glass babies at garage sales. They are serious in terms of buying pellets on constant basis, regular basis, and they got employees that have to unpack it. They have to test everything. Then they list it on eBay, on Amazon, and that's how they've been doing it for already over 15 years. So
yeah,
they got like a lot of products. I mean, they got most of it is electronics, and as you guys understand, some of them require repairing. So they got people who are employees that can repair electronics or just take apart like it doesn't even matter what it is. They used
yeah,
to even fix TVs. If you guys remember those, they're still out there right now. All types of flat screen TVs, old school TVs, even CRTs that they had people fix, and they would sell them. So they got like serious. It's not something they kind of stayed away, but that's different business model. So you
mm-hmm,
cannot, like me and Christopher's like bunch of other resellers, in my opinion, who are in this magical world of YouTube world. I mean, we cannot compare to
yeah,
such big type of businesses, because they buy on very big type of, I mean, large amount of stuff. They pay much more,
mm-hmm,
thousands, thousands of dollars, guys, for
yeah,
pellets. And don't go to garage sale and they will grab $200 and say, "I see the Tupperware for like 50 cents, and I'll buy it," or "I'll see the pair of shoes for like $5. Wow, that's a great deal." They don't, I mean, need to mess around with that kind of stuff. They just call in.
mm-hmm,
The company calls them. They need to buy. They tell them, "You have to buy like 20 pellets. That's it. If you're not gonna buy 20 pellets, we're gonna find another buyer."
yeah,
So they have to move that inventory fast. They got listers, and that's more serious. That's not like child's games. I mean, and I understand. Not a lot of people want to do that, Christopher. I understand. A
yeah,
lot of retailers would like to enjoy their life more in terms of freedom. They like to source, buy certain amount of things like in for inventory to sell, to make money, to pay bills, to pay, for vacation, to do other
yeah,
things, and that's what brings them joy. That's fine.
yeah,
But if you wanna go through the route to buy, like, rent a warehouse, you find a supplier with bunch of pallets. You're gonna start. It's similar to where I go to Amazon Bins. There are two owners that own that place. I talked to both of them. They don't fool around. They buy pellets constantly. They buy bunch of
yeah,
pellets 1 week. They have to supply each of their stores with pellets. They have to hire a bunch of employees, put them in stores. They're more. They need to go through the process of putting certain inventory in one store, in another store, and then they do it again and again. They buy pellets again, and that's different business model, guys. If it is something interesting in terms of doing it, It is more serious, more money, in my opinion. But at the same time, you will basically will have to kind of, live in that type of business. It's not like if
Yeah.
you're looking, if you're watching certain, like we call them full-time YouTubers, they like to live in that world. They like to post videos every time. You see them post videos every other day. They come out with video thumbnails that seem to be stupid in a way. At the same time, it's gonna bring viewers anyway, because you know how it is. Tommy Bernard knows also perfectly well he cannot, and you sold something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The
Cha-ching.
guy paid for this. I
Oh,
sold this.
really?
I sent an offer, had it for 44 something dollars. I sent an offer for 38, and the guy accepted the offer and paid. It's a 10
Man, that's good.
tobacco
See, that's
10.
what we enjoy. We enjoy this, man. But Tommy, I know Tommy probably already left after I bring Tommy up so many times, guys. I know Tommy has a lot of
Yeah,
hate
no, yeah.
coming in.
Tommy's still here.
Tommy's
He hasn't
here.
left yet.
Okay.
He's still here.
Yeah, he wrote. Actually, that was a funny comment from Corey and Teresa. I'd send a super chat if you could get Rango the lizard to the freaking cricket. Guys, I'm sorry to disappoint you if you're still here. I'm not monetized yet. The only thing you can do
Yeah.
is send me gifts, guys. I'll
Yep.
put an address, guys. If anyone wants to send me a sticker, feel free. I'll really appreciate it. I know Corey and Teresa actually did. I have to get them from, but they sent me something and sent me their sticker, and I really appreciate it, guys. They're really from bottom of my heart, guys. They went and paid for the shipping, sent me stickers, guys, and that's I really, respect that. That's actually, very
Yeah.
respectful, guys. They reached out to me, said that we're gonna send you stickers and a gift, and send it to me. So there you go, guys. Subscribe to Grams and Puffs Vintage, guys. Really great people. And Tommy is saying, I feel like I'm in Amazon and the Russians are about to attack. Tommy, you be careful what you wish for, man. You know how it is in today's world. But in terms of what I was talking about, is that YouTube and bashing YouTubers and say, I mean, it's kind of funny in a way. Certain things happen, but I mean, it's not gonna stop. Like I said many times, everyone will do what they want to do, and they will keep posting videos, about stuff and talking about stuff. And
Yeah.
of course, I understand a lot of it comes also from a lot of hate comes from viewer sales. I know
Yeah.
that too. There is a viewer sales. You know about that, Christopher, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there are viewer sales. I understand. YouTubers full time, they get viewer sales, but they cannot. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, what are you
Yeah.
gonna do? You're
There's
gonna
some
tell your
channels that
viewers not to buy
yeah
from
do
them. I
stuff to
mean,
help the channel, and then they still get bad comments. No matter what they do, you the more you grow, the more you're gonna get. So it ain't gonna matter. You just gotta.
I,
But the only thing you gotta think of is you already whatever they commented, they're pay. You're getting paid. They're paying you to believe that bad comment. They don't realize that they comment. You're getting paid a certain amount of cents.
yeah. So
So
the content creation actually,
yeah, you hit
it
thumbs
is
up.
it
You
is
get
it is
yeah
time consuming. It is time consuming stuff. People put hours into that editing and stuff. Of course, I
yeah.
understand. They want to get compensated for that. Is it? I mean, Christopher, let me know, man. Is that the right mentality to get compensated? You guys can also put in the comments if you would like. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading your comments, but let me know. Let us know, guys, because of Christopher and me, maybe I don't know for sure, but is it the right way to do this kind of stuff, or it's not? I cannot find, I don't know, to tell you the truth. I think that even what do you call big time YouTubers already do it. Am I
Yeah,
right, Christopher?
a lot of
I
them.
mean,
Yeah, the bigger ones don't even read the comments hardly anymore,
I can tell
or
you the
they
truth.
just automatically put like it and have the heart, and that's it. And like Rowdy Roots, most of the time he just puts a heart down, and that's it. Not very often he'll comment to somebody's comment.
because they don't rely. The
Yeah.
thing about it is they're trying to be nice and help up and coming YouTubers
Yeah.
again. It's like how the hell we know, Christopher, how long this
Yeah.
YouTube will exist? Maybe
Yeah.
YouTube will come like, what if Elon Musk will buy YouTube? He may, change it up and not allow certain things or do some other stuff. Maybe he will completely close it down.
Hmm.
What is everyone gonna do then? I mean, it's
Yeah.
kind of similar to being on eBay. Think about it. One day you're selling on eBay, and then suddenly you get a message saying your account has been suspended for like a week, and you
Hmm.
wake up in the morning, you look at that message, and you're in a state of shock because you don't have, like, unless you cross list and you have all bunch of your inventory from eBay completely being on other platforms also at the same time, but it's not guaranteeing you that the sales will be similar with eBay. That's where those types of sellers that mostly rely on eBay, in my opinion, is kind of,
Yeah.
in my opinion, it's dangerous.
Hmm.
I mean, it is possible with anything with eBay, as you guys know.
Yeah.
It's been brought up so many times in so many lives, videos, that eBay doesn't give a crap. Sorry to say that about sellers. It doesn't matter if you just started selling or if you have like 100,000 feedback or or you're a power seller. They will kick you out. They don't give a
Yep.
crap about you. They don't give a shit if
Yeah.
you rely on eBay to make your income. They don't give a shit about it. So basically, you kind of have to be ready at that time. That's why a lot of what we call, like, in the community of reselling, full-time YouTubers that rely on income from YouTube just in case something happens to their eBay. At least, at least they can be at least covered in that regard, in a way, if you
Hmm.
think about it. Because they've been building their channel, so they get certain amount of money, which they already know how much they make each month. So
Yeah.
for me, for you, for Tommy Bernard. Sorry, Tommy, I will have to bring you up, man. You can always reach me by phone. I have to give Tommy Bernard my phone number, cell phone number, so he can call me, and if he doesn't like something, he can actually talk to me directly on my phone, just in case, not through means of YouTube world. So
Yeah.
what I can tell you guys, a lot of resellers rely on eBay, and a lot of resellers rely on income from eBay, and they don't know what the future holds. You know,
Yeah.
it's similar
I
with
mean,
you.
like in the early 2000s, I used to play Texas Hold'em, and it actually used to be pretty popular. People used to play on Party Poker, Full Tilt, Bog Dog. I played on Party Poker and stuff. I played, and then it was about 2006, 2005. Then the United States made a law where, because no one was paying taxes on that money, they were winning. Pretty much all these sites were overseas, and you're transferring the money through like a different site for the U.S. and it was going to like the Virgin Islands or somewhere out of the United States, but you're sitting in the United States gambling, but the site you're on was not in the United States. So pretty much you couldn't shut down the sites, but they could shut down the where you're transferring the money through the U.S. That part, and then all the sites said we no longer take U.S. money. So Party Poker used to be the most biggest gambling site in the world. But then when U.S. said no, said it's against the law because no one's paying taxes, they shut it down. Party Poker actually went out of business.
Yeah, let me say hello to a couple more people because I'm being completely disrespectful today,
Yeah,
Christopher. Guys, I'm sorry in the chat. You're putting in so much work and putting in those amazing comments today that I'm reading and I'm laughing to myself. A lot of funny stuff going on. Anissa, welcome. Anissa is my good friend, guys. She is a very nice person. She knows what I'm thinking usually with my crazy mentality. So Anissa at least supports my Instagram with my crazy posts every time. Even though Anissa lately I kind of laid back a little bit, even though it doesn't matter anymore, guys. It's not gonna change, so forget about it. It's still gonna be the same. No, but it's kind of something that makes me a little bit happy sometimes. Thinking about that stuff. But let me read some. There was here you go. Grams and Puffs Vintage, Corey and Teresa wrote, leaving eBay to sell on Whatnot is like selling your car wash to own a grocery store. Two different businesses completely. Exactly, guys. And I can tell you one more thing. It's not for everyone. You have to actually, try. If you try it one time, it's good to try it, in my opinion, to see how you're going to do. I mean, if you completely will rely on Whatnot and you don't have specific inventory to do Whatnot shows, it's a little bit, I think it's going to be more complicated. What do you think, Christopher?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be artistic. You have to be kind of have like certain. I mean, I know for sure, most likely, if me or Christopher would like to do
Yeah.
Whatnot show one time, there is gonna be support. I know there is gonna be
Yeah.
people from our
Some.
Discord
Yeah.
group that will come in and buy stuff. There are gonna
Yeah.
be people that will be brought up from a community of reselling to try to help us out. That's not a question. I understand
Yeah.
that. But in terms of stuff, they're gonna help us out how many times? They're gonna help us out once. They're gonna try to help us
Yeah.
out two times.
Yeah.
But
Two
then
or three times,
you're
or
gonna have
yeah. Because
you're gonna have
eventually,
to start.
like I had a person that used to buy off me every other week, and then she messaged me and said, "Oh, my house is full. I don't need any. I'm not going to get any more." And she hasn't bought anything off of my store for a year because her house is full. She does,
Man,
you
I
only buy
know.
so much until your house is full.
Exactly. And that's what I was
You
saying
know,
always. It's like you
it
bring
was
in
like
you
2 years she was buying stuff like this. She was
man, that's
buying
crazy.
these.
That
I
is
used to
crazy,
sell
man.
4 or 5 of these every other week, and I go buy some more because I know she would come back and buy more. Then she messaged me and said, "My house is full of this stuff. I don't need any more." And then she, haven't. I sold a few here and there, but not that many. But so I stopped buying
Yeah,
that
see,
stuff. Yeah,
that's another great comment. Great comments today, guys. I really appreciate all your comments today. Nicole wrote, if Whatnot generates enough buyers and lets sellers post listings like Posh and eBay, I might bother. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing about it is, which is interesting, kind of, in my opinion, you can actually list stuff on Whatnot in a buy it now category.
yeah,
I know, but I'm not sure if you're gonna not gonna do shows, will that
hmm
stuff sell? Most likely, like I said just now, support like people from our Discord, from Instagram. They will try to help out. Go to your Whatnot Buy It Now store and buy it just to help you. But
yeah,
I don't think it's gonna be regular Whatnot buyers who go there to just buy
yeah.
stuff, because a lot of people are saying that Whatnot is mostly people who are resellers that buy from
Yeah,
other resellers. I don't think so, because that's kind of crazy. From what I've seen, some prices go up. I mean, at I've been at what his name? Well, no, not what's his name. Kevin Commonwealth's Whatnot auction many times. And
yeah,
if you see what his stuff is selling for, some of those prices that go up through the roof on some of the stuff, I don't think, if you would be doing that or I will be doing this, it's gonna be
no,
questionable if our stuff will go that high. It's gonna be very difficult unless Kevin will come over and be in my life, in my Whatnot.
yeah, yeah.
that's
Well, the
that's
one that I was watching last night, he's in he doesn't have that much for YouTube following, and there was like 4 or 5. But then he started off good, and then he started doing cards, like basic cards, random cards, mostly commons. You have a pack, like a handful of them, and you go through, and then eventually the people that were in his Whatnot, there was only 4 or 5. they started to drop him because they were getting bored of the same thing. You know, who wants a bunch of random cards that are worth a couple bucks, 50 cents, 35 cents?
Yeah, cards are like if you
Yeah,
like, for example, like this. If I'm gonna just bring this out to whatnot,
yeah,
and I will start saying, guys, here you go. I'm opening this actually brand new pack.
yeah,
I'm gonna open this brand new pack in front of you on whatnot, and then I'm gonna start,
yeah,
putting in cards. I'm selling this for like I'll put it
yeah,
in an auction price to start an auction, say at $1 per card. What do you think, Christopher? If I'm gonna start an auction at $1 per card, if I'm gonna
yeah,
open up and show like say those are right here. See, those are brand new. I'll start showing those cards,
yeah,
those tops, those baseball players. So I want like I'll start an auction at $1, then of course with the support from YouTubers,
yep,
I will get some money. Hopefully, someone will buy
yeah,
just to help me out. That's not a question. But how is that gonna continue? How the question is, guys, how like in terms of promoting whatnot itself. And
yep,
I'm pretty sure in our Discord group, people who are in our Discord group, Amanda, Nicole, Jake, guys, actually, I wanted to bring it up. Jake, Yakov Benz, guys, a promotional kind of thing from me. Yakov Benz, guys, with Dan on Demand and Jen on Demand at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, live from New York today, guys. And Jake is not sponsoring me
yeah,
in any way, guys. He doesn't have any money like me. So we cannot, we're just kind of doing it for free for each other, even though Jake doesn't promote me that much. So I had to bring that kind of thing up. Guys, don't forget, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, we'll all be there helping Jake for free to get monetized again. So let me read
well,
some comments, guys.
he said 1 week that Jen didn't show up, so everybody left. He
Yeah,
said he
but
was
Jake,
losing people. Yeah,
guys,
come
Jake,
in. No, Jen, he left.
well, hopefully, guys, I'm sorry in advance. If Jake leaves right away, then I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah.
You're not gonna
Well,
see Jake today.
Jake's shipping brings in the people. If Jake poses he's shipping, then the people then he has like 30, 40 people watching because his shipping
Because it's kind of
is
he
fun
makes
to watch.
he's a nice guy. I mean, he got a kind
Yeah,
heart, man. He's one of those people, you can tell. I mean, let me say that Tommy Bernard again, will bring it up. I mean, some people will say Tommy Bernard does send Jake inventory for free to list for his own
yeah,
entertainment to just laugh at it. But at the same time, guys, Jake accepts this inventory. You know,
you know,
Jake does it for himself. Jake does his life. Jake does the shipping that he wants to do. If that brings Jake joy, and what he's doing, why not do it? That's
mhm,
like, tell Jake that why you doing it? People are laughing at you. But look at me, man. People are laughing at me too, man.
yeah.
So that's
Well,
like
yeah,
it's like saying you're trying to kind of protect one person, but he's doing it because he likes to do it, and that's I mean it's good, of course, Christopher. Don't get me wrong. It's good
hmm
for Tommy Bernard to send them stuff for free. Who else? I mean, I don't know, guys. Let me know in the comments. Who else sends their own stuff for free to another reseller to list and sell and make money without asking for it back? It's just maybe I don't think Tommy probably will ask him to do lives if he doesn't want to do lives and show what he sent them. I'm pretty sure Tommy will not go to that level to kind of tell Jake to why I'm sending you free inventory. Why don't you do lives and show it? I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure Tommy can answer for himself. I don't think Tommy Bernard will care that if Jake goes live with inventories that he gets from him or not. I don't think so. It's his choice. If Tommy decides
yeah,
to ship inventory to him and pays money for shipping, because if you, Christopher, remember, he sent him like stuff. There was
like
a bunch of
like
stuff, big
4 or 5 boxes. Well, the
yeah,
first time he
that
drove down there and met him and got
and
and
sometimes he
brought
met
back
him.
four
Sometimes
boxes.
Exactly. Sometimes he
Yeah.
met him.
Well, you don't
Sometimes he
live
shipped
that. They
it to
don't.
him.
You don't
So
live that far away from Delaware to New York City. Is only a couple hours away.
that's actually, in my opinion, you can bash Tommy how many times you want. In my opinion, if he is willing to, in this particular way, to help another reseller who is also on YouTube, and without asking for money back, without asking him to pay him back with profits that he made, I'm pretty sure Tommy probably doesn't. Most likely, I don't know, but most likely not. Cannot tell.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Nobody. Christopher, will you send me your inventory to list for me for free? Probably you'll say, well, what do you want? But I cannot send you like a lot of stuff. You probably say, I'll send you
Yeah.
one thing. You can sell it. Most likely
Yep.
that's what's going to happen. But most likely a lot of people will not even ask. But he
Yeah.
does it. He does it because he wants to do it, and only to Jake. You know, I don't know how it is, but he likes to send it to Jake. He would have maybe
Yep.
shipped it to someone else too if someone else wanted to get inventory. But I'm sorry, Tommy, that I'm speaking about you so much today. You were brought out a lot lately. So Tommy Bernard is a very famous person, guys, in the YouTube community world. You can list what else? What else interesting you found? Let me show you guys another thing, Christopher, that I found, which
Mhm.
actually I paid $5 for it. Here it is. You guys recognize this trio. This is no speak no evil, hear no evil, and say no evil. No, speak no evil and hear no evil, and what else? I forget. There is another one. See no evil. Yeah. So see no evil, hear and speak no evil. So let me show you guys. There are three owls made from glass. They're by guys. Christopher, you hear me?
Yeah.
So they're by Pier One Imports brand. So
Pier One. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, Pier One made is a newer, modern. I think.
yeah, see that's well. Anyway, let me explain to you what happened because once
Yeah.
again, my continuous mistakes and that's never gonna end, guys, with me and
Yeah.
stupid,
Yeah.
being
Because Pier
stupid,
One
guys.
made different years of stuff.
Anyway, here it is, guys. I'll show you each one. So they look, they're like 2 inches. Another size matters, guys. So I didn't check. I bought them kind of thinking they were intact. I didn't even bother to take a few seconds, guys, and pull one out from here and check the condition. So one was broken when I got it home. This one. See, the foot is partially chipped off.
Hmm.
Well, anyway, so one was partially broken. So I paid $5 for it, and they don't sell for much either. They sell only for brand new ones. Some sell for 20. So with the chipped leg, unlucky, I'm gonna get $10 plus shipping, and I paid $5,
Yeah.
guys. So, guys, always, always, if you sell glass or collectible figurines, and I do it all the time. I go to garage sales. Most of them I will check to make sure there are no chips or cracks or something broken. This one I didn't because I was talking to her at the garage sale about video games, and then I grabbed this box. I forgot to even check to see if anything is broken in any of those owls, and bought it for $5. And then at least I bought a video game, which was Mario Odyssey for Nintendo Switch, which I
Hmm.
listed for $30. Paid her two
Yeah.
bucks and it sold yesterday, and I put a short out on my channel that it sold. That at least something from her garage sale was good.
Yeah.
And today also I bought this, guys. This is really nice. This is from a Russian, from the person that I talked about. She was doing garage sale, Russian woman. So she had this. This was $5. This is crystal basket, made in
Is it
Poland.
what? Is it lead crystal?
It's blood crystal, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not really valuable, guys, to tell you the truth.
No.
They're not valuable. You
Probably
can
like
still,
25, 30 bucks
Yeah,
maybe.
it's gonna be around 30, hopefully, plus shipping. So
Yeah,
you can see it right here, made in Poland, and 24% lead crystal.
yeah.
Yeah, see, but it's pretty. I mean, it's really pretty. I actually, when I saw this, I knew that she was from probably from Europe, because a lot of the times you're not gonna find it when you go to garage sales. This kind of stuff
Mhm.
at garage sale, this type of basket was made in Poland or somewhere else. So I asked her how she got it, and she had it from her parents. So that's what it is, guys. So in terms of, but the thing about it is actually, um, another find was this thing right here. I found shoes. Tommy's favorite stuff, guys. Guys, found shoes. Echo, which don't sell for much. Guys, if you wanna find out about Echo brand, Tommy can answer all the questions for you guys. He's been selling Echo shoes sometimes for $10 in
Mhm.
a used condition. But those are Echo men's sandals with straps, so they don't go for much. I didn't check the comps. They were $1, so I got them for $1. So cannot complain, guys. Probably if they're gonna sell
Oh,
for 10.
so that buyer that offered $15 for this model, he I sent him an offer of 45 and he declined it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Man, that's not good. No good,
Uh,
Christopher.
Oh well.
We cannot make buyers decline offers, man.
Yeah.
It's not good to do.
And I got a cha-ching on he gave me a cha-ching on a declined offer. And it's
Tommy, oh man, I'll pay for your auctioneer's license.
yeah.
Tommy, I think it's possible. I mean, for me, I wanted to try it out. The problem is that I don't have inventory
I didn't
right
even give
now,
you a
even though I
cha-ching on
can
a
buy it.
declined offer, but I guess do.
Well, you can send them counter offer again, Christopher, with less amount.
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised he didn't counter like $18, but he didn't. He just
Well,
he just declined it.
man, people nowadays have like, I don't know what's happening, but some of
Yeah.
the returns that I got lately, I can tell you one thing, Christopher. There was like something going on with people in terms of sending opening returns for like ordered by mistake. This
Yeah.
beat set that I got that didn't like it. I mean, and the best part, of course, guys, is to most of the stuff right now I started to switching to buyer paid returns, because
Yeah.
even though in terms of return rate I don't get a lot of them, thankfully, because I try to be more specific on certain stuff that I list. If there are certain flaws that I notice or something doesn't work, and I will describe it properly. But you know it's still, even with paid, I mean, with buyer paid shipping, guys, believe me, I'm pretty sure, if you agree with me or not, Christopher, but I'm pretty sure that if the buyer wants to return something, that would
Hmm.
not matter for them if it's a small item,
Yeah.
if it's a free returns or if it's buyer paid returns. If it's a big type of item, most likely, if it's heavy item, most likely that will turn them away a little bit. But
Well,
if it's
I had one.
something like this, like
Yeah.
beats, they can open. It doesn't matter if it's buyer pays returns or free returns; they will still return it. It's not. I
Well,
mean,
I sold a big train. It was like this. It was this big of a box. The buyer paid $80 shipping to. I actually went out to Ohio, and the buyer got it, and said, and then put a return on it. Buyer paid shipping. Changed my mind. I was like, so you really want to change your mind? It's going to cost you almost $100 to ship it back, and you
man,
paid
that's
180
actually
for it. He goes,
they
well,
don't.
yeah. And then he hit the wrong button. He accidentally closed the return.
Man, that's crazy. That
and the
is,
return closed. So he goes, "What am I gonna do now? I can't reopen it." I was like, "I don't know. You can sell it, I guess."
yeah, that's it. I mean,
But hey,
that's why a lot of buyers who are actually new buyers, specifically like
yeah,
the ones with like zero feedback or couple of feedbacks, they don't even know what the heck. They even by mistake they may go in and leave you negative feedback, or they will go in and open up a return, and they don't even realize that they have to pay for returning it back, and then they're gonna be upset, leave you negative feedback, and stuff goes like, will continue through the roof. Because that's what happens, and
yep,
a lot of inexperienced buyers, or they're buyers that are deliberately will do such things all the time. Yesterday, I heard a story from local reseller that I met at the bins, that she was selling some kind of expensive headphones. I think it was Beats also, but they were the
hmm,
ones that are more expensive, for like $150 on Facebook Marketplace, guys. And
yep,
what happened? Someone reached out to her on Facebook saying, "I'm interested. I want to buy them," and she has porch pickup, with
yeah,
like cameras and stuff like that. So that guy, whoever it is, buyer, he came in and he dropped envelope in her. You know how it is. They come in to do porch pickup. They put money in an envelope, cash, and put it in that mailbox, or like open, like mostly it's a mailbox, I think. So she came home, and of course she left the headphones on the porch, so he got them, and then she got home and opened the envelope, and there was only $1.
hmm,
So he ripped her off, guys. Put a freaking dollar in there instead of $150, got the headphones and left. And I asked her if it's possible to kind of try to get him, but she said he deleted Facebook profile right away. So he already probably been doing it to other people. So guys, you are not safe even with Facebook Marketplace, unless you do meet up at a police station to do exchange of money there. I think that probably is a way to go, but not a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace, because I know from experience they don't want to go to meet up at a police station. They Most of them want to do porch pickup. So how do you protect yourself from it? I mean, you can have cameras, and you can actually, have visual kind of recording and give it to police. But I don't know, Christopher, will police be involved in something like $150
yeah,
theft? I can tell you guys, police will probably not get involved. I mean, you can make a report and take it to police with a video recording of the person, but I don't think they will, unless you get license plates. And what he did, she said, her cameras, he parked on outside, so he parked somewhere like not close to her house. So basically, cameras didn't see the license plate. So basically, that's what it is, guys. So he stole, gave her $1 at least. Christopher, at least he gave her
hmm,
$1 for it. It's not like he put in just empty envelope and left. That is wrong, guys. See, don't. Unfortunately, it's not just one person doing it. There are a bunch of idiots like that are doing
yeah,
this kind of stuff and stealing. You know how many times, Christopher, there were instances in Amazon Bean Store where I go to with people stealing. You know what they did? They would buy like they will go to testing station. They will open the box. They will test out their stuff, and then they will
hmm,
just get like something else, and they will just shove it like another item, because they charge $14 per item. So they will shove
yeah,
like two items in the same box. They will tape it, and one time finally I actually witnessed it, because The worst part, I didn't have my GoPro as usual to record it. But one time, finally, they caught couple people doing that. They opened up. They told them to open up because they actually had cameras, and someone was watching. Usually, there is no one watching the cameras, but at the
Hmm.
time there was someone in the office, and they were watching the cameras in the store. So they saw them put the stuff in the boxes, and then when they went to check out, they came out and they told them to open up the other boxes. And then they found
Yeah.
like 5 items shoved. There were like back in the day they had AirPods there, so they shoved AirPods, shoved some smaller boxes into same box, and they tried to take them for basically for free because they would not be calculated at all because they
Mhm.
were in the same box. And then when they take it to register to check out,
Yeah.
they don't open boxes there. They just count how many items they got, so they would not have known. So basically, they caught them finally, and they didn't call police on them guys. They
Mm.
just banned them from the store. And I don't know. I would have. I don't know, Christopher. Would you call police in that case?
No, not really, because
I mean,
you
they
never
were.
know. You don't know those guys because you know, uh, re- snitches get ditches. So
Yeah, the thing you know, the problem is that's a problem with some, but the problem is
yeah,
with managers of the stores. They just don't want to, be target because they don't know who they're dealing with. So you
yeah,
know nowadays how crazy people are, and
yep,
they just basically banned them from the store, and they took the items back, and that's it. That was the end of the story.
yeah,
But they told them not to ever come to the store
hmm,
again. But it was another location they had here in Cleveland area. They had this happen constantly, so they had to close down the store because there was so much
yeah,
theft. That was the theft from the people, and also there was theft from employees. So apparently employees were stealing, and that's what causing this type of business like Amazon beans pellets.
yeah,
They have so many issues. They cannot even hire, because the problem is they cannot trust people like to handle certain inventory because of items they get because they used to. I mean, they still get good stuff all the time. They get a bunch of items that may be worth 500, $700, some even more than $1,000. So when they have Apple MacBooks, so they basically employees who open up pallets, they see it, and now they got cameras all over the place because
hmm,
uh, they they have to see they have a person sitting and checking and the like monitors to see if anyone
yeah,
is taking anything. So because I mean it gotten to the point people were stealing like crazy,
hmm,
so even for $14, guys, $14, even on a
yeah,
$5 day, people were stealing. See, that's what I mean ridiculous about it. I mean, that's what happens. And they said even resellers that people that come to their store on a regular basis, they were stealing. That is sad, guys.
yeah.
Unfortunately. Five listeners, Brian, 36. Let's see what else is going on in their life today. Guys, I forgot that we had comment section already. I've been talking so long, so much. Shalami Sandwich already left probably and fell asleep. Christopher, you know Shalami Sandwich? That's one of
No,
the that's one of the most knowledgeable resellers in the world.
oh yeah,
Yeah, he knows a lot of stuff. Shalami Sandwich, if you're here, I put Christopher Natter Instagram account. Let me put it in again, so you can actually follow him also, guys. Please follow Christopher because he's been really great guest today, and I really appreciated Christopher that
hmm,
you stopped by, helped me out, and talked about your recent finds. And guys,
yeah,
check out Christopher if you want to learn a lot about cleaning stuff like pans, pots, skillets, all types of vintage type of stuff. A lot of interesting stuff that Christopher finds all over the place. Check out his Instagram. Christopher doesn't have YouTube channel, unfortunately. Even though, Christopher, I think you can start a YouTube channel, man. It's
yeah.
gonna be. interesting type of, if you have time. I know you're part-time reseller.
Well, yeah, it looks like part time, but I do it full time. But I have a part time job plus time I get out. Then I gotta actually drive at least 30 minutes to go find stuff most of the time.
Yeah, but you're doing good job with even like
Yeah,
working and finding that kind of stuff in your area. It's
yeah,
getting more difficult, guys, because everyone wants to find great inventory. But like I
yeah,
said, if you got supplier, and most of knowledgeable resellers will agree, if you don't have to go out there driving around, spending money on gas,
yeah,
going to anywhere to source, driving even to other states, like a lot of some resellers do travel a lot,
yeah. I
and it's
travel in
not
New Hampshire a lot.
it's not a bad idea. Chris, for example, I was at meetup, as you remember, with Chris, Caucasian reseller, and Ken SSK promo recently at our Ohio meetup, reseller rally in Ohio, part
Hmm.
one. So we actually, Chris drove from Louisiana all the way to Michigan, guys, and he stayed in Ohio and other states. And then he traveled and went to Garage Sales 127, and then in Ohio here. So it is kind of an interesting thing to do if you, you know, I don't know. I didn't ask Chris if anyone is listing for him, but I'm pretty sure that he probably has drafts and he does it from his phone, which I don't. And a lot of
Hmm.
resellers actually list stuff on their phone. Paul Philip Flipper, when he goes to garage sales, when he finds, he takes photos, lists it on his phone. But I don't do that. I have to physically either have a laptop, computer, and list it from there. It's more convenient for me because I like it. I like to do it this way. I don't complain about this kind of stuff. It's kind of how you like to do it, and what brings you money also at the same time. If you understand what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
So
flipping ain't easy. Just came in. Said Romans 3 hour live. Wow, you're the man.
yeah, we got a lot of guys. If I haven't
Yeah,
read your
John,
comments,
flipping
I
ain't easy.
apologize. We got flipping sports guy in the house, Paul,
And
sports
then
guy.
uh and then Tracy Parks just showed up. Goes, who's that guy in the blue shirt? I'm Christopher.
Let's see. Let me go because I'm like all the way up in the comments when I started my life 10,000 years ago. Roman sent me sauce when I'm not on his live. You get shout outs from Roman no matter what. Yeah, guys, I've said already many times, Biscuit Bot is gonna be at the reseller rally. So very important, guys. If you're going to the reseller rally and you would like to meet Archie Biscuit Bot from Las Vegas, he will be asking, he will be giving out autographs, guys, because he got a lot of fans, female fans mostly, but there are gonna be some men fans, male fans that's gonna be want to get his autograph. So he said that it's gonna be probably around $20 per autograph, guys. So if you would like to get a discount, you better join his YouTube channel. I mean, subscribe to his YouTube channel or uh,
Yeah,
follow him on Instagram, guys. Otherwise, it's gonna be difficult for you to get any attention from Archie. He's very important. He's not gonna look at you if you're not very famous. He's not
hmm,
gonna talk to you. He's gonna turn around and leave. Jay got monetized because of Roman's cloud that his friend paid for many. Exactly. That's actually what happens, guys. It's very difficult nowadays. You have to buy subs or you have to talk to Archie Biscuit Bot to promote your channel, guys. That's the only two ways to reach your goals. Let's see who else I missed. John and Jenna, welcome. I know you're here. Sorry,
yeah,
guys. John, you know how it is, and Jenna, you know how it is for me. It's difficult. John is actually doing much better job in the end of his lives when he reads. Jenna helps him read some comments, and I'm always lost. Even with Christopher as my co-host or guest, I'm also lost. So let me say hello to Kyle. Not sure if it's vintage. So Kyle, welcome. So guys, I'm really sorry that I missed a lot of it. Jason Bears official, does allowing free return still allow for the optional 50% refund as well as negative feedback being removed? I know it was like that for a while, so it's still worth it in my opinion for expensive items. Jason, I can tell you that free returns and 50% refund, most likely, I would say buyer can still leave you negative feedback. And
Yeah.
I'm not sure. The problem is I haven't, so far, Jason, I have done it to buyers where they would send something back, like happened today with the beats that I explained. I didn't refund the buyer fully. There is a, as you know, if you've done it already before, there is an option where you can select that the product when you get it back, but only in cases when it's buyer's remorse. If buyer, in my case, selected didn't like it, in that case, I can give them partial refund. And I have to explain in the fields why I'm giving partial refund. There are like certain options. You can select either the item came back opened or used, and it was originally new. So you can deduct as much as 50%. Uh, will you get negative feedback for doing that? I think most likely if the buyer decides to leave negative feedback, they probably will. The
Hmm.
question is, will you can you get it removed? I'm not sure because I was not in that situation. Maybe someone in the comments had the situation. Guys, help us out, guys. We need help. Who's more knowledgeable? If someone returns a product and chooses it's a buyer remorse, like something like they don't like it or something like that, and you give like whatever, like percentage refund, not full refund but partial. Did you have a buyer leave negative feedback after that? Let us know in the comments, and we will know with Jason Bears official if that happened. But I'm pretty.
Jake
Matt,
just came in.
welcome, man.
Jake just came in and said he's running late. He might push it to 10:30, or should I go live in the car?
Jake, welcome, man. Let me find Jake finally, guys,
Yeah, he's
because
down the
here it is.
bottom.
The last comment, guys. I'm so sorry, guys. Tracy Parks is here. Tracy, welcome. I'm sorry, guys, that I missed a lot of you today in comments with my horrible, horrible behavior again. But Jake said, Jake, guys, Yakov in demand. Jake in demand said, I'm running late, might push to 10:30. Thanks, Christopher. um, Jake, you can take your time. I will cover. Christopher, can you stay until 10:30 with me?
Yeah.
Okay, Jake, me and Christopher will be going live till 10:30 p.m. So whenever you have a chance to go get home at 10:30 p.m., guys, Jake will go live at 10:30. He's sorry, he's running late from his car, and he got his probably no keys from his house. His wife took him away. So guys, he'll be back. He'll be back soon, guys. Don't worry. Jake will be going live today, guys. He's still here, still alive. Uh, Tracy, hello, Roman and a blue shirt guy. Tracy, this is Christopher Nutter. Christopher, this is Tracy Parks. Say, finally you met Tracy, man. I don't know if you met Tracy before, but she likes your shirt. John, I've napped the whole time. See, that's good. Christopher, so if you're interested, you can subscribe to Tracy Parks
Well,
channel. She got.
I think I'm already am. I follow her on Instagram.
Oh, you do, Tracy. If you're still here, uh, Christopher is following you on your Instagram, and Tracy, you can follow Christopher on his Instagram if you would like. I cannot force you to do that, but Christopher has a lot of knowledge, Tracy, much
Yes,
more than
so
me.
far I got
Believe me.
one person that started following me with a live, since the live. 1 out of
That-
23.
Man, that's
Not
great.
bad.
See, guys, we've got a great community, guys. Everyone is trying to help each other. Everyone is trying to support at least. Flipping ain't easy, guys. Guys, I should put up a sign like John and Jenna that says flipping ain't easy. So we're gonna do Roman ain't easy. And I'll point it, guys, to some direction like Jenna does sometimes. Roman 3 Hour Live. Wow, you're the man. Man, it's not I'm the man. It's just great, great audience. People with great support, guys. So you come in and you show great support for me, like with my unusual behavior constantly, with my remarks about reselling community, about people not liking other resellers, YouTubers don't like me and someone else and stuff like that. So guys, it's very difficult in this time in this world, guys, to survive without someone not liking you or saying bad stuff about you. People cannot survive nowadays, guys, because eBay. I don't think eBay problems and eBay issues are so like as much as important as the actual community drama. I think there is more community drama than actual eBay issues.
Mhm.
I think if eBay is watching everyone's content, they will be probably saying, "This is not the eBay problem. There is something going on over there. It's not. We're not gonna be part of it. It's not our issue." See, Biscuit Butt Archie have slept. That's good
Well,
because he has nothing better to do. That's nice.
Jenna just came in the chat. She's lighting off dynamite. She put dynamite in the chat.
That's nice. That's great. Jen, I appreciate it. It was difficult as usual today with me understanding and reading comments, but me having only 17 to 20 people in my lives and then getting to last comment after 10 hours, after everyone already left and I lost my internet 7 times. That's actually
Well, we didn't lose too many
normal.
people. We only got down to like 14 watching. The
Yes,
high we had is
yeah,
23.
Christopher, thankfully we only got down to 14, man.
Yeah,
Usually, usually it's
maybe because
minus
I was
14.
here. It's because I was here.
Man, guys, I'm telling you, Christopher brought me luck today. When I asked Christopher today to be my guest, he said no problem right away. One time I asked Archie Biscuit Butt, and he said, "Man, you're not that famous. I cannot, be your guest, and because everyone will unsubscribe, and you don't speak English that much. You talk about women all the time." And I told Archie, "You're doing the same thing. You don't speak English. You don't." You speak about women, so we're kind of the same. So he's kind of, it's kind of a conflict of interest with me and Archie, guys, because we're kind of the same, so we cannot, survive being the same. It's kind of gonna be boring for us because we're talking about same thing. But Archie said someday, if I get like to 500 subscribers, he will think about it, guys. He said that eventually when my channel grows by year of 2078, by the time I'll be 100 years
Yeah,
old.
yeah.
he said he'll be my guest,
Well,
but I
you're
said
at 702. You only got
he said
300, 298 people to go.
man, I got a long road ahead of me, guys. I really appreciate everyone subscribing, hitting the like button to get a sale, which is very unusual in my life, guys. If you hit the like button on my on my life, God forbid, guys, you might get a return or two in a row. But guys, I really appreciate you, hitting the like button. It helps. Apparently, guys, I calculated with YouTube artificial intelligence that if you hit the like button, there is a chance that in my next life I will have one more person. So,
Hmm.
see, guys, it helps every time I go live. I started with just one person. Now look, I sometimes I get 20 people. Next live, artificial intelligence calculated, I'll have two more bots, 22, which may say offensive stuff, so I'll have to take them out. So I'm gonna be back to 20. See what kind of stuff, Christopher, I'm saying. No, people cannot understand what the hell is going on. Roman's collecting the money. Roman will crack the whip on me if I talk to someone else. Archie, yeah, I love Archie, guys. Don't Archie is like my, you know, Archie asked me if we can be on a date. I said no, man. I kind of cannot switch from women to men, so it's gonna be impossible. So it's like I was not I was trying. I said my best, but I can't. So Archie, if you're still here, I'm sorry, man. We cannot go on a date unless you're gonna pay for it. Archie, if you're paying for a date, man, I will go with you. That's like my watches who he does, learning the scam. No, Tommy, Archie actually is a nice dude. He knows what's up. He is from bottom of his heart, man. He needs to kind of, he's not like one of those people that, in my opinion, will voice out certain things. He kind of holds it within himself. So he doesn't voice it out. It's hard to voice out
Yeah.
something. It takes, you know what I'm talking about, Chris? But it's hard to voice out opinion on things because what will it matter in the long run? Probably not, because I know Tommy likes to voice out stuff, and that's why he gets certain reactions. But will it help that much with any voicing out certain opinion? Probably not. I mean, most likely not, 100%. I mean, people, like I said before, will keep doing what they're doing. Will bigger YouTubers watch Christopher channel if he starts YouTube channel? Most likely not. I
Yeah.
don't think so. Well, are they obligated to watch? Most no, they're not obligated to watch. They can watch it if they want to. People like me, like, would say, well, I watch certain channels where I would not consider, like, I don't have this kind of mindset where I consider someone being big YouTuber or small or whatever they are. I mean, it's my choice to watch some things, or if it's my choice not to watch. It is funny in a way, in some way, and then in other way, whatever it is, I mean, it's just kind of my own choice to do that, and everyone will probably have their own choice to do other stuff similar to that, and not voice out opinions. You know what I'm saying, Christopher?
Hmm.
I mean, it's hard to understand what I'm talking about. There
Yeah.
is not pure money grab. Tommy is always coming in.
Oh,
Tommy, I don't
so
know.
Jenna's asking who was our guest tonight. I'm Chris
Jenna,
Nutter.
you can introduce yourself because I cannot. Let me go
I've been
to.
I've been subscribed to John Flippin' Ain't Easy way before Jenna didn't even want to go on camera. She was too shy to go on camera. I remember those days when she was too shy, and then finally she started going on camera.
Tracy saying, "Stop telling people to follow me." Yeah, Tracy put an exclamation point. You know, Christopher, what that means? Tracy is not joking around. She can kick some ass. I mean, she is very serious. She can go into fight. I don't know. I'm probably gonna run away. I don't wanna, deal with Tracy screaming and punching, and ripping my hair out and stuff like that. So it's gonna be difficult. So I don't want to do that. So guys, please do not follow Tracy Parks. I lost subscribers since joining. See, John lost subscribers already. See, that's my bad luck, guys, with people, going to my live and channel, watching them losing subscribers, viewers, getting negative comments. Actually, guys, I forget to mention it. Christopher, I'm sorry. Christopher, I'm sorry you didn't get to talk too much today.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, man. You will be talking for next 30 minutes, man, because that's it, guys. I'm out. No, I'm kidding. So, guys, let me thank a viewer for buying from my store, guys. And actually, it is true. I'm not joking around, guys. Annalie Howell bought a couple of things from me from eBay. Annalie Howell, if you're watching my live, you guys probably know Annalie because I'm pretty sure she bought from other YouTubers, guys. So I got a viewer sale, guys. You see, now everyone will say Roman is has to be taken off the respect list, and that's it. I lost respect finally, guys, after I had a viewer sale. Christopher, should I
Yeah.
be? But I really appreciate it, Annalie, if you're watching. She actually left comments on my videos, on my shorts, which are really bad, and my videos, and she bought two things from me this week.
Hmm.
Finally, if you're watching, I really appreciate it. Like they say on YouTube videos, guys, a viewer sale. Am I proud of it? Of course I am proud of it, guys. Doesn't matter what Tommy will say. I will talk to Tommy personally at the reseller rally if he goes. He's not afraid.
Yeah.
Apparently he's not. But yeah, See, guys, I had a viewer cell, so I don't know, guys, how to react to this. But I'm kind of, I was very happy. Let me tell you that, because it is what it is, guys. It's
Hmm.
really nice to be recognized in a way where I have a viewer who watches my channel, leaves comments, and bought something from me. Didn't have that happen, guys, so it kind of broke my heart. I'm sorry. There is a couple of more YouTubers that bought from me in the past. Misha Renee bought from me, and some other. I'm not sure. I cannot remember right now, guys. But yeah, so I appreciate every sale, guys. If someone ever decides, guys, to buy some kind of stuff from me, I already appreciate it in advance. So thank you, guys. And Christopher too. Christopher, you can put your
Yeah,
story uh, in the link.
yeah. My store's nutty. That's my store.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. Did you put the link?
No, the my store is what it shows on YouTube for down below. Nutty.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. So,
Yeah,
guys,
that's my store.
yeah, check out Christopher's store, guys. He got a lot of stuff. I actually was in your store a couple days ago, checking out, spying on you, man,
Yeah.
spying on your store. Jenna, sorry, I just saw Roman. How are you, Jenna? It's been like an hour ago, but I'm so far I'm good still. So, Christopher, what else you got going on, man? Let me know. Let the audience know what kind of things you like to do in terms of what type of products you use to clean pots, pans, and skillets and stuff that you like to resell. Let us know. Let the audience know.
Vinegar and salt. I just put a little, the salt in the container. Put the salt on, and then put the vinegar on, and then you can see it taking off that stuff that shines it right up. It only takes a few minutes.
Yeah, guys. So, yeah, if you guys want to check it out, Christopher does amazing job of putting out constant Instagram posts with videos where he finds cool things and the stuff
Yeah.
that he uses to clean different types of brands of pots, pans, Revereware. I've seen some other brands that he does clean. And actually, I tried it myself, Christopher. Thanks to you, man. I actually never used those types of cleaning techniques for pots and pans, and I tried your technique, man, and it did work. So, guys,
Hmm.
you want to check it out? Christopher got really good in terms of techniques on cleaning those types of issues with stains and residue on bottom of pots and pans.
Yeah.
As you guys know, most of it you're gonna find with that type of residue. But for me, like I said, if it's something that I can sell uh, in terms of you find a lot of reviewware, right?
Yeah. And I don't spend if it's not gonna sell that high. I don't spend that much time on it. Only a couple of minutes. But if it's a really good one, I spend a little bit more time. Like even toys with the battery acid, with the batteries exploded. You take a Q-tip and you dip it in the white vinegar, and you touch it where it's the battery acid is, and you hear it crumbling. You hear it hissing. You'll be eating up the battery acid, and then it'll start working again. It depends on if it's too far gone, like the acid's down into the and where you can't get the vinegar in.
Yeah, but that's good technique, man. You actually,
Yeah,
I've seen how many times you have done it already, and it
yeah,
actually helps a lot, guys. I mean, it is very helpful technique if you're interested in, watching or looking at the videos on Christopher's Instagram posts. I mean, feel welcome, guys.
hmm,
You can actually learn a thing or two, in my opinion. It's very interesting type of techniques. But a lot of resellers, as you know, Christopher, they use their own techniques in terms of cleaning different types of products like shoes
yeah,
and pots and pans and
yeah,
collectibles. Whatever needs cleaning. So
yeah,
you've seen it all You've seen us throughout the years how many videos were posted on YouTube with cleaning, explaining, teaching, lives, John and Jenna. When you guys want to learn a lot of good stuff, an explanation from John and Jenna on their lives every Monday and Friday, guys. Don't forget, 6 p.m. Eastern time, since I'm in
Mhm.
Ohio, 3 p.m. Pacific. So I mean, John is really good in terms of explaining things and stuff. Even I made a video this week about feedbacks. It wasn't really professional video, guys, and kind of dragged for like 10 hours. Nobody really liked it. It actually, I lost views on that, I think. But it was a video, Christopher. If you, I don't know if you've seen thumbnail, but
Yeah, I saw it.
I I decided to finally make a video about neutral feedback, and I mean negative neutral removal, which I forgot to actually mention, guys, in that video. I realized later on is that you can also, if you have free returns, actually, I forgot to mention it. If you offer free returns, and if the buyer opens up return case and then leaves you negative feedback, then if they return it back to you and you receive it and give them refund, that feedback automatically gets removed. I don't know, Christopher, you knew that?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
most of you guys in the chat,
Or sometimes you'll
professional.
get a neutral and then they'll just leave a dot. Like I got one a little while ago, a neutral, but they just left a dot. So I can get that removed because it didn't say anything. That'll be easily removed,
Yeah,
even though it doesn't affect your rating. They just left it neutral, but they left a dot, didn't type anything in. They could have hit neutral by accident and meant positive. You never know.
yeah, like in my case, in my video, I finally decided to make a video about it, and I put the buyer bought a
Yeah,
level from me and never messaged me about any issues. And then
yeah,
I got just a neutral with dot, like a period.
yeah. That's what I got. A neutral with a dot. Yeah.
Yeah, and I
I don't
decided,
even know
let me
what it's
see.
for, but
Yeah, and
I was trying to find out which one it was, but
I decided.
it'll get it removed easy
Yeah, I
because the buyer
decided.
didn't leave any message.
Yeah, you don't need to do it even. I mean, it doesn't
Yeah,
even do anything about it. It's just I was trying to see if that eBay removal feedback tool actually may work on this type of stuff, because it was interesting to kind of research it a little bit to see if it's
yeah,
gonna work on that type of stuff with neutral, and that's why I decided let me do that and see if it's gonna work. And then when it did, I decided let me finally make a video about this removal tool, because it's been like a couple times that I had negative feedback because of shipping, USPS losing packages, and I even messaged buyers, and I actually had a buyer couple months ago, which I actually messaged with him constantly, and I was checking tracking number, and the package was lost, and then I told him he opened the case in eBay, not received case, and eBay basically, what happens is if he would not have received it, they would have probably refunded him anyway. So
hmm
he actually, I messaged with him the day before. Everything was going as normally. There was no like what do you call it? He understood basically. He kind of messaged me back and saying, "I understand. It's not your fault and stuff." And then next day he left me negative feedback, saying package never arrived and it got lost in mail or whatever. Got lost in shipping.
yeah,
And then I messaged him and I'm like, you know, I didn't, say anything bad or anything like that, because I don't do that like I do in my life. But I messaged him and said, why did you leave negative feedback? We talked about it, that it's you kind of, in a way agreed that it wasn't my fault, but it is kind of in a way, because it doesn't matter what the seller thinks. It's a buyer wants great customer service. So he understands that I shipped it, even though he understands it's not my fault in a way, but the transaction experience is what he was thinking, because transaction experience was negative. He never received the package. So I understand that he was upset and he went to leave negative feedback. And then
Hmm.
I actually went to the tool again after I messaged him. Actually, I messaged him and he told me I will remove it after I get the package, or I mean, if I get the package. So if he would have received it eventually, he would have revised the feedback. And he
Hmm.
told me that in the message. But I decided, let me try. I'll go to that removal tool that I was making video about and see if I can get it removed, where I can select. It was out of seller's control. There is an option there that you select
Yeah.
that says it's out of seller's control. So I selected that option and I provided little information about the tracking and the package being lost by USPS. And then I submitted it. And then after like I don't know, like couple minutes, I checked that I got a message saying we're removing your negative feedback. And that's
Yeah.
basically after that, I realized that if those particular issues come up and it's not truly seller's fault, which I think it's not, when USPS or UPS or FedEx or whatever loses your package, it's kind of out of your
Yeah.
control. And that's where they removed it. And then eventually, guys, he got the package after
Hmm.
a month. So like they lost it and they found it. I actually opened up case with USPS on their website, and I mean you claim, and eventually I would have been covered anyway because it was priority mail, so they would have covered me with insurance. Hopefully, it was a
Hmm.
$100 automatic insurance like they provide right now, even with
Yeah.
ground. But they would have covered me for that. But that if the eBay automatic removal tool would not have removed it and that buyer left that negative, most likely if he would not have received it eventually, that would have stayed. You know, they would not remove it. So there you have it, guys. That's a long story, guys. A long story short, like Bobby says. Let's see what else I missed. Christopher, you see any interesting comments, man? Because you're checking comments. If there is anything funny, let me know. Because
Uh,
I'm so way behind that some people already left my life like 10 on two
well,
hours ago.
Tracy's falling asleep.
It is very
So I,
stressful. Guys. Tracy is saying it's very stressful. I know, Tracy, it is kind of stressful to be in my life and talk about
oh,
it.
Romans in Crash the Cash for shorts. Flipping the sports guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you clicked yourself out. He just clicked himself out. Maybe he'll come back. We're still alive, and he clicked himself out. He
No,
hit the
I'm
wrong
back.
button. Here he
I'm back,
goes.
guys.
He's
I'm back.
back.
Guys, I'm back. I took myself out, guys. You see, Christopher, you guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you and see you.
All right, guys. I promise Jake, we're gonna go till 10:30. We're gonna be Iron Man with Christopher. I think Christopher. I think you know you never had a life where you were live for 3 hours non-stop,
Well,
man.
we're on 3 hours and 33 minutes.
Man, I've been live for so long that some people already went to garage sales in the morning today in a different country, man. I think everyone is confused. They don't understand what the heck is going on. Christopher, you got anything else that you want to show us? Something interesting you found? Because it's
Uh,
disrespectful, guys. I only talk. Christopher doesn't even say anything, guys. I talk so much about unusual stuff.
oh
Keith,
yeah.
welcome, man.
So,
Keith, I forgot to
so
say hello to Keith. Keith, thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it.
probably already, you probably already seen this. Some people already seen this thing. I showed it in different live. So they only wanted $5 for this at big flea market I went to in New Hampshire, and so I didn't open it up, and I'll open it up.
Guys, check this out. This is really cool.
We'll see.
We got some cool products going on.
There
It's
we go.
Christopher.
So when I opened it up, it's pretty much brand new. It still has the paper on the back. It still has this thing taped. So and I got 3 watches on it. I got it on there for like $75, and I sent out an offer.
That's good. How many
Yeah.
times a day you send offers? You send offers regularly, like twice, 3 times a day?
I send them as soon as I can see offers to send.
So as soon as you get sort of like if
Yeah.
you get a watchers.
Yeah. So that way, if they come back, that way, because you wait too long or whatever, they'll go find it somewhere else, and you miss out on that sale. That way, so because if sometimes I'll watch like 4 or 5 of the same thing from different sellers, and you're the first guy to send them an offer, they're more likely going to buy yours before the other guys.
That's right. I mean, that's true. Actually, guys,
So,
another good tip for you, resellers, resellers and YouTubers. Another great tip from Christopher. So as soon as you get a watcher, guys, send an offer. you
no,
hear
that way
you hear it first here on my
you
live.
jump in first. Yeah.
See Paul Sports guy saying Roman is trash to cash Patreon member for shoutouts. Yeah, guys, I am. Trash to Cash podcast, guys, gives me shoutouts all the time. And that's why I get 1 subscriber per a month. So every time they help me out, shout out to Trash to Cash podcast, guys, for helping me gain 1 sub a month. So that actually helps a lot. Some Paul Sports guy, you have to understand, man. I need to get some kind of help from different sources, man. We cannot survive if we not if we don't get help. That's why there is a lot of Instagram groups. There is a lot of YouTube groups, Discords. Everyone is trying to kind of help each other. I watched Amanda Fireball Flipper great video, guys, that she posted yesterday about clothing brands, and she has a lot of great clothing brands that she found. Christopher, I'm pretty sure you watched it, but
Yeah. I haven't watched. I see it drop. I haven't watched it yet. Probably watch
yeah,
it tomorrow.
she found a lot of great clothing brands and
Yeah.
explained about each brand, what type of brand she likes to find and stuff like that. But there were a lot of different
Yeah.
ones, and it's kind of interesting point of views, guys. That's why I watch different types of resellers with different types of products, because you also look at the stuff differently, because you find something and then you go out there and you find it. Pete Craigslist Hunter, for example, great example, because how many times I kind of talked about his channel, because I like the stuff that people bring him, and people bring him a lot of very, very interesting things, and it's a good business model in my opinion. If someone wants to invest in this type of shop and try to do this kind of business, it depends if you're willing to kind of go with this type of business. If you would like to have your own shop, employees, people bringing you stuff, and then you can negotiate, and that way you also can get a lot of what do you call connections through other people who bring you stuff. You can have people come in, they know what you're doing right away. They're gonna tell other people, those people will reach out to you, they'll call you, and basically that way you're gonna get connections where you can get a lot of stuff at the same time and buy it at the same time, and then you can sell it either on eBay or in a shop, and that's a good business model. A lot of people locally here that have been reselling also have similar type of models. They have either a warehouse or a shop, and they buy stuff like this and sell it. But of
Mhm.
course, it comes with a lot of investing into space, into paying rent for warehouse, paying getting employees, paying them because they rely on you. You cannot just hire an employee and then say next day, "Sorry, man, I can't find any more inventory, so there is nothing to list, so I have to let you go."
Mhm.
Sorry about that. You just worked for a day for me. Sorry, I have to let you go. No more inventory. Sorry. So that's why it is a great model. But at the same time, it is a hassle for every reseller who are considered to be in a way. I don't kind of specifically divide anyone into that group. Everyone hustles, goes to garage sales, sources everywhere, find stuff to support their family and stuff. And it is difficult. I mean, sometimes when you have like family involved, or there are pluses and minuses even with family involved. It is always kind of in a way where when your family is involved, you kind of treat them as you don't treat them as employees in a way. You understand,
Mhm.
Christopher, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you kind of love your family, which you are, and then every time they make a mistake, you kind of brush it off, and you say, well, I'm not gonna, I don't know, scream, or like, point out something and scream at someone from my
Mhm.
family because they've done a bad job, your children and stuff, because, you know, it is your family. So you can try to do it with your family, but at the same time, you have to think about it. Like, if your family will keep making mistakes and not, try to do
Yeah.
what you want them to do, will it help your business? I mean, probably not. If you're gonna treat them like babies, and you now say, "Okay, I'm gonna correct this mistake myself. Okay, I'm gonna correct this mistake myself," and it's just gonna be like bad headache eventually, because you're basically gonna be doing most of the problems by yourself. And will you correct it by showing it proper way? If they learn it the proper way, it can go a long way. See, guys,
Mhm.
sorry, my stories that nobody kind of understands. Ken Daigle in the house, guys. Number 11. My reseller draft, guys. Ken Daigle was number 11. Number 11 pick in the draft. Yeah, Christopher. So that's basically what it is. Guys, let me show you this. This is a very cool item. This is a vintage advertising, guys. For extra fun, take more than one. Archie Biscuit Butt. I think I'm probably gonna give it to you at the rally. It's gonna be like my sticker that I never made for my channel or my YouTube name. This is gonna be Archie. You will also get this. Look, you're gonna get a check for $20, man. Bank of America with a check number right there, traveler's check. So Archie, you're gonna get this hot girl from 19. I don't know what year, but she looks hot, man. Look, Archie knows how women are hot, man. Look, she bringing Diet Coke, man. For extra fun, take more than one. Take more than one bottle, Archie, not more than one woman. Just wanted to correct. I thought you'd come back naked. Tracy, I know you always want to think about that kind of stuff. That's why I should have went to the reseller rally. But guys, I have to kind of disappoint you. Tracy Parker is not going. So, sorry. Christopher, are you going to the rally?
No.
Should have went, man. We could have meet up and
Yeah.
went to garage sales, maybe,
Yeah.
to, thrift stores. Ken Daigle doesn't want to go. Paul, sports guy, also doesn't want to go to the rally. He doesn't want to meet anyone. He said he's got enough of sports cards that he sells for 99 cents with free shipping to worry about than going to the rally. Kent, you know the deal. See, Kent Daigle gets, I mean, like WTF, guys. So, Kent said that as long as he has a range in any live, he will give you shout out on his YouTube channel, guys. So guys, we need to make sure that Kent has a range, just in case.
Mhm.
Bob Barker died today, guys. Sorry, I forgot about it. Bob Barker, great legendary Bob Barker, has passed away at the age of 99. God
Yeah.
bless. If you have a chance, guys, to live till 99 years old, that's a blessing, in my opinion, guys. Believe me. With the stress and everything else going on in lives of some hardworking people, to live till 99, that's one of the things that is kind of amazing, in my opinion. But
Mhm.
I don't know, Christopher, what do you think about it? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I think Betty White lived to 99 too, and
yeah,
she
Betty
was on
White.
that same show as him. And he was kind of amazed how he lived to 99 too. It's like a coincidence or almost, you know.
Yeah, Betty White. There are a bunch of examples. Look at Clint Eastwood. Clint Eastwood is like right now almost
Yeah,
95. He's like
yeah,
also up there, like I
you
think
know.
might maybe the
Yeah,
oldest
I
actor
remember
still
when
alive.
Clint Eastwood was younger. I was watching Indiana Jones when it first came out, the first one in the theater. I think he was in his 40s then.
Yeah, man, Clint Eastwood. I mean, I remember watching The Good,
Yeah,
the Bad, and the Ugly way back.
yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
think
the Good, Bad, and Ugly. Yeah,
late 80s.
I
I mean,
watched that. I watched all those westerns when he's in.
yeah, that's way back. I mean, there are a lot of legendary actors. We kind of
Yeah,
switched from
John
this time.
Wayne. I used to watch all those movies. I watched all those movies.
Man, John Wayne, man, that's legendary. And in
Yeah,
terms of, I'm surprised, when I find John Wayne or any other like Western actors who were in
yeah.
Western, a lot of VHS tapes, guys, that I find sometimes at garage sales, even brand new sealed, they're not worth anything. I
No,
mean,
I
it's
got a
like,
VHS of John Wayne three piece set, and it's still sitting in my store.
yeah, they're not worth like
Yeah,
nothing. I mean, there is like a market for VHS. Yesterday I was at a garage sale, and I'll show you guys. There was a lady there where I bought this broken owl one when the Pier One import set and video game, and she said she has bunch of VHS tapes in her basement, and I'm like, well, let me look at them. Can you bring them out? And she's like, no, come back tomorrow. It's a heavy, very heavy bin. And I kind of said, I'll help you and bring it out. And she said, no. And I kind of, okay, that's fine. So next day I come in on Saturday. I mean, actually Friday. Sorry, today is Saturday. So her sale started on Thursday, first day. So I bought the video games there, the Mario game. And then next day I promised her I'll come back. And she said she had like cameras, vintage hats, from like NBA teams, NHL, I mean, like NFL, baseball, MLB, and also VHS tapes and cameras. So I decided, well, she promised she'll bring them out on Friday. So I came there on Friday in the morning, 9 a.m., guys. Be there first.
hmm
Like part-time picker Matt. Be there first, guys. So I came there at 9 a.m., came over, and she's like, hey, Roman. She remembered my name, guys, because she got my phone number, even though she never texted me. But even though she promised, but never texted, probably didn't
yeah,
like me much. So I came back, and she said, oh, sorry, my husband doesn't, he apparently, she said, he threw away all the hats. And I like, she says they were older heads, and like, why would he throw them away? But I'm pretty sure she was lying. I'm pretty sure she was like, that just didn't want to sell them. And then she said she doesn't have any cameras. And then she said, I'll bring out the VHS bin. She didn't even bring it out yet. So she had to wait for her like relative to help her bring out that VHS bin. So she brought it out, and there were like all VHS tapes that were pre-recorded, like the ones, remember, that you put in a VCR to record like TV shows from TV.
yeah,
Those, and all were like written on, like with like what they are. And I thought she had like, there were some of the movies, but they didn't have original like a cardboard cover. And I'm like, I only got 2 movies, which I paid her 50 cents for. I got this, both brand new. This one is Hoop Dreams. Remember that one, Christopher?
Yeah.
With legendary basketball players. Actually, I actually haven't seen this movie in a long time. Have to watch it, but it was brand new sealed. It's not worth much, but 50 cents. It
Yeah.
was kind of, I'll still sell it. And this is another one. This is Soul of the Game with Delroy Lindo about Satchel Paige. If you guys watch that movie in the past, also brand new sealed. So got those
Yeah.
2 movies brand new sealed, and the rest of it was all pre-recorded stuff and stuff that she recorded from TV and stuff like that. I thought she had like a gold mine, guys. She had like great VHS tapes, but
Hmm.
nothing like that. Sorry. Sometimes you go back and people promise you, they're gonna bring stuff out next day, and then you come there next day and there is nothing. Like today, similar situation with this Russian lady. She told me her husband got bunch of electronics in the basement. He got bunch of video games, Mario, Zelda, Nintendo like Sega games. Come back tomorrow, which is today. So I was there Friday where I bought this glass baby, and I came back today again. It was the first one, guys. Be the first again. And she said her husband doesn't want to sell video games. He wants to keep them, but he did sell me some of them. He sold me PC games, which are not worth much. So, guys, we're gonna go to Jake's live. I'm sorry,
Yeah. He
Jake.
just went live.
So I'll show you quickly what I got. Those are PC games for $1 each. Her husband decided he wanted to just part away with those games. So
Yeah.
they're not worth much, but they have original boxes and have CD keys. There's another one. This is Painkiller.
Yep.
This is World War II Sniper. So they are not great
Yeah.
PC games in my opinion, but for $1 each, I got 10 games. I paid them $10, and at least for me to go there in the morning,
Hmm.
and she promised he will have more like video games to sell, and she didn't. But then he came out and said, "I want to part out with my PC games. Some of them, if you want, I can probably sell them to $1 each." So I said, "Heck yeah, let's do that." All right, guys. I really appreciate everyone for stopping by today and hitting like button. Please follow Christopher Nutter, guys. He is a great guest. Hopefully, we'll do it again if Christopher wants to to do
Yeah.
a live with me again. Hopefully next week I'll invite Christopher again. We'll do a live again. Talk about reselling. Hopefully, drama in YouTube world, other stuff, returns, feedbacks, anything you want.
Mhm.
Teaching, Patreonships,
Yeah.
sponsorships, everything, guys. So, guys, appreciate it. Please go follow Christopher on Instagram, subscribe to everyone, hit the like button on everyone's videos if you watch them ever. And I'll see you guys next time, hopefully Saturday. And let's go jump into Jake's Yakov Band's live. Sorry that I lost my internet today a couple times. So let's go watch Jake, support Jake, Dan, Jen, and all other guests. Take care, guys. Christopher, I'll
Yep.
see you. I'll
See
see
ya.
you. I'll see you in Discord and Instagram. Thanks for
Yeah.
being my guest. Take care. Take care, everyone. Have
Yep.
a great rest of the weekend. Bye, everyone.
Bye.